Alright guys, we got some technical difficulties. It's not letting me do what I want to do.
There's giant rat scorpions. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Look how many of them there fucking are. What is this shit? How could I possibly kill all of these? I need dynamite.
Live stream. 500 tunnel error. Fuck you guys. I think it's working. I think it's working though. Let's see. That's going. That's going.
Question is, where the fuck is
Gotta see if I can't get it to work.
She hasn't been here all day. Wonder where she is.
Annoying.
Genie May is MIA. You can't fucking find her. Oh, here she is finally. Moon's gonna be ecstatic. Whoa, we got a headshot on it. He sniped the shit out of all the robots in the room. Whoa, we got a headshot on it.
Post, share, tweet. Oh, here's. Let's see if this works. Don't know if it is or not. This is annoying.
Come with me. There's something you should see in front of the dinosaur. Yeah, come on, bitch. She's fucked. Dude, you ain't get what.
Oh, he's here. He's in his chat. He's just not. I don't get how he doesn't. Alright, a pre-stream for a video game. Okay, maybe. He's doing a pre-stream before Ask the King. Makes no sense. Oh, wait, this DSP we're talking about. Of course, it doesn't make sense. Work. Ah, but the name's wrong and I can't change the name. This is Ask the King, but it won't let me change it. Reload.
Ooh, vaporize, baby. A beautiful vaporization.
Oh, I fucking hate you. Hey, there we go. Now it finally loaded. Let's say DSP Ask the King Pig Live. There we go. Are you gonna save? Yeah, I've been trying to get to load up for about. Oh, it's 3:16, so about 16 minutes now. Wanted to start at 3 o'clock and 500 eternal error, 500 eternal error, 500 eternal error, 500 eternal. Fuck you. God, that was annoying. But I think I got it up now. Yay! Como estás, L? Yay! Finally got it to work. Yay! And hi. I just got the email. Dark Side Feels Live. Like, I know. That's why I was trying to get the setup beforehand. And it finally loaded. Like you can put in my Twitter post earlier, like, hey, as long as nothing stupid happens, I'll live stream them. Then something stupid happened. Hey, Xavier. Enjoying my vacation. Just got back last night. I still got like, let's see, I still got like 3 days to go on my vacation, but just got back last night. Forgot I had my volume turned up. I was watching an ASMR video and I couldn't understand what they were saying. That was annoying as shit. That's the King Pig Live. Good job not allow it. Gotta love my vacations. Get 3 year now. I had to cancel my last one because I had just gotten promoted to a new position, and it's like, yeah, you know you're supposed to go on vacation that week? Yeah, could you move that? Yeah, I can move that. I had nothing planned. I was just like, oh, been about 4 months, I'm gonna take a vacation. I don't get another one until September. I get the one at the end of October. So I can go to a Comic-Con thing up in Detroit. God, I could not get to sleep last night. Like, normally I have a hard time sleeping in new places. I can only sleep at home. I guess I just got used to where I was sleeping on my vacation. So again, he was like, "This isn't where you were sleeping last night, or the night before, or the night before. What are you doing?" I just toss and turn for hours. As long as I'll get out. Oh well. So everyone, how you guys doing? We're just waiting for the Pig Roach to start his pre-stream to his Ask the King. He's not playing a game. He's doing Ask the King. Stream has been live for 12 minutes, 13 seconds. I just, start the freaking pre-stream to your Ask the King. Hey, Redskins. Yep. This is the last month of football. Then August you get some preseason stuff. September you get the, I think it's what, September 15th or whatever is this first Sunday. Handful for now. Hey, thanks, side. Odds me the best begging. Come on, guys. I like that. I only had like 12 questions sent to me. No, you probably had more sent to you. But you only had 12 questions that you were willing to answer. But I thought if I paid $20, he'd answer any question. Ah, that's cute. I spawn, I die. I was on vacation, dude. Gotta work on Friday. Drove straight up to the cabin. 409.7 miles. Only took me 407.2 on the way back. That's because I made one fewer stop for gas. Oh, he's gonna be so sad. Hey, Avats. He's gonna be so sad. He only made like $20, guys, but it's not really $20. I made a video about that already. I made a video about his $1 a day doesn't really help. Yeah. I don't know, because after this I gotta go to the mall and go see a movie. Got a ticket to go see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I love Leonardo DiCaprio. And Quentin Tarantino. But mostly Leonardo. Such a hunk. God, if only I was gay. So yeah, I got that at 7:45. So I leave about, yeah, I'll say... Well, especially with previews, I could probably leave at 7 and still be there on time. I could leave at 7 and still get there at 7:45. Then the next person does $1.02, $1.03, $1 That was... I don't agree with giving the Pig Roach money, but that's a hilarious way to troll. Also, today's the first day of no caffeine. I normally give up caffeine during my vacations, but since I actually went somewhere, I was actually doing something, I didn't want to lose a day and a half to having a headache. So it's like, alright, I had a energy drink the way home. It's like a 7-hour drive. It's a long freaking drive. Like, alright. I didn't watch it at all. I was just getting bits and pieces here and there from Twitter and stuff. Why did he ban Jake Loves Cats again? No, that's Cats Love Jake. That's after he did a failed manual lean-in ban yesterday with Lightside Bill. I was watching Lightside Bill, and he tried to do a manual lean-in ban and missed it. But dude, he has no time. He's so busy. Oh, he was there 15 minutes watching his chat. Well, we've seen the... Oh, yeah, guys, just got done live streaming. Oh, I got so many things to do. I gotta take a shower, gotta make food. Huh? What? Camera's still on, so you guys saw me sit here and sit like this for like 10 minutes? Terrible. That sucks. Everywhere, like, not covered, burnt. Man, my shins are so bad for being sunburnt. But the rest of me, still white as... I am still so friggin' white. But dude, he's got to keep an eye on chat, dude. What if somebody's trying to troll him or install him? Ask the pig. See, it sounds like I am burnt, like my face, my arms, my legs, part of my feet, because I was wearing flip-flops most of the time. Burnt to a crisp. Then the rest of me, pale. Left side Bill. I don't know who Left Side Bill is. I didn't say Left Side Bill, I said LSB. Shut up, you're banned. Detractor meme, I don't understand it. I love anything he doesn't understand has to be a detractor meme, dude. Like, really? Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's a detractor meme, dude. Oh god, please let this be the last song. I don't need to hear anything outside that thugs on the floor. Yeah, I love how he's like, I can't do romance quests, dude. I'm married. And it's a video game. Get over it. God, if he had better lyrics or a better singer. If he had like... Oh, who has a good deep voice? Guess someone with a good deep voice singing Thugs on the Floor? Thugs on the floor, thugs on the floor, yo, 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 we got thugs on the floor. Be way better. Big announcement, it's a baby. 9 months after they got engaged. They got engaged in December, 9 months later. It's a baby. DSP, and Cupid Stunt were right. Cupid Stunts on Twitter. We got ourselves a baby coming.
That's how he fucking do, son.
That's gonna be great. Yeah, I'm gonna be a daddy. I'm gonna have a baby. 2 streams later. Dude, it came out black. She said it's because she had too much dark coffee when she was pregnant with the baby. His fans make the music. He doesn't make it. He can't make the music, dude. That might count as working, dude. And I like, according to the DSP on his Twitter, today is Tuesday. Tuesday is the return of Ask the King. Please post up your questions on thekingofhate.com. It's not Tuesday. It's Thursday. Be nice if it was Tuesday. I mean, I'd have 3 more days left to my vacation, dude. And how quickly do people report on a CPS for child abuse? Here's the picture. Hi, hello. A little big there. Tuesday is the return of Ask the King. Oops. Oh, God. Heavy is the rain. Heavy rain is heavy. Rain is very heavy. Heavy is the rain. Kind of like he has good beats. Like the music's not bad, it's just the lyrics and the singer. If he had a better singer to go with it, it wouldn't be so bad. God, Evats, I'd hate to say you're wrong, but you're not wrong. That's exactly what would happen. Dude, I already called CPS to keep the detractors from calling them on me, dude. I told them, yeah, they're gonna call about me ignoring the baby while he's crying. I can't hear the baby crying, dude. I have the headphones on. So, yeah, so the baby cried for like 3 hours during my live stream. I didn't hear any of it. Knock, 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 knock. So, sir, did you call us a couple hours ago saying that your baby cried for 3 hours but you didn't hear it because you had your gaming headphones on because you're playing a video game? Oh, go ahead and tip me as much as you want. I'll answer all the questions you want about Cat. Heavy as the rain. I was like, I think if you just had a deeper voice to it, it might sound better. I will say one thing I like about the new Twitter update. I don't have to do print screen, go to paint, edit and all that. I can just go, click, save image. Hey, look at that, save image. Ta-da! Where did I save it to? This person was pretending to be a fan of DSP and attacking detractors and all that. Oh, look at that. Spend account. Because it's not a real person. Wouldn't surprise me if it was DSP. So yeah, that's the one thing I like about the new Twitter update. Hey, oh, I just gave you a shout out, Cupid. Talking earlier about how GG and myself and you said that Cat's pregnant. 9 months after being engaged, he's got a huge surprise reveal. I do not have Grand Theft Auto 5. I've played several of the Grand Theft Auto games. I just can't get into them. My one friend loves those games. It's probably one of the most games he's played ever. Is Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Is he done? No, it starts because he hasn't has volume going yet. Dead air. 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 Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air. There he comes.
Alrighty, everyone. Hello and welcome.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to Ask the King, my bi-monthly Q&A show. This is the pre-stream.
How do you do a pre-stream?
Roughly 30 minutes or so. I'm going to try to get a lot of information in a very short period of time here. So
he's doing a pre-stream. To Ask the King.
This month, I'm not sure how long the show is going to run. I'll be very honest with all of you. It's getting tougher and tougher to get people to post up questions for the show. I think mostly because I am now an interactive streamer who answers your questions on a daily basis, but it seems like there is a group of people who still want me to keep doing Ask the King. You know,
well, that's why it's
running things that I have done on the internet.
No longer Snort's now bodily noise counter.
Podcasts and the like,
because he makes so many.
Have gone away. You know, they've kind of gone by the wayside. We're talking about stuff such as...
They went away, dude.
Weekend Preview, Release Day Unboxing, DSP channel updates, etc.
Throat clear, that's bodily noise.
They've either become massively outdated or I basically do those things on a daily basis on my streams anyway, so there's not really a need.
There's not a need, dude, for me to make any extra effort.
Show for those, you know what I mean? Like, there's no need for it anymore. So, Ask the King is like the last remnant. The last
of you doing any extra work possible.
Full-time YouTuber and stuff. And people still seem to want it, so I keep doing it as long as people want it, as long as people ask questions, all right? But that being said, I'm not sure how long the show is going to be today. That's going to depend.
Never go to his tumbleweed forums unless you want to be doxxed.
And in addition to that, I am going to take some questions, more than likely from the stream chat if we have time. Because the show, I've allotted 3 hours. Basically, I'm going to start the show by 1 p.m. And
his time.
Till 4. Now, I take a couple breaks. So I've allotted about 2.5 hours of talk time.
Taking breaks from doing
And
what?
we'll see how it goes. Okay. So thanks if you did post up a question on the forums.
What is he taking a break from?
Twitter.
He's literally sitting on his ass answering questions.
Show. Now, I'm going to go through the pre-stream right now, cover a few bases, and what I'm going to say is this. Please, if you are eager to ask me a question live during the stream, understand that I am going to do shout-outs for contributions, but I'm also not going to derail the entire stream. And some people don't seem to
I'm not going to derail the stream, dude.
Ask the King,
But the stream is you answering questions.
Not about answering new questions that people throw at me on the fly until the end of the show when I get to
Because you
that
can't think of a
segment,
lie.
okay? So please understand.
Abbots.
During the show, I'm very appreciative. I will update the leaderboard if you're a top cheerer.
No, not the illegal
I'm not gonna
tips,
keep the
dude.
entire
I don't
show.
want to go to I'm too cute for
To
prison.
answer random questions when we already are going to have a segment for that at the end of the show, okay? Fair enough. If you have a random question you want to answer really quickly, I recommend that you cheer, sub, or tip earlier on here.
Well,
on the stream.
GGG's pointed out before, and I'm on board with his. One of the reasons he's always looking over to the right or the left, he probably has like a sheet or a board up saying, okay, here's the lie you told yesterday. So that way you can try to remember what he said.
Ask the King. Holy shit, if you can believe I've been going that long, but I have been. Tonight, my late stream will be gameplay. It's going to be more Judgment, the continuation of my Judgment playthrough for 2 hours around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, and I hope you guys are excited for that, okay?
Nope. No one's excited for that.
Premiere of a new game, Wolfenstein Youngblood. This is the latest installment in the Wolfenstein franchise, starring the daughters of BJ Blazkowicz. It's supposed to take place in the 80s. BJ has been apparently either kidnapped or they've lost contact with him during a mission, and it's up to his daughters now to go out and try to save his butt.
He's gonna be so bad at that game.
Okay. So
He's be like, girls. I can't say anything about them dudes. Oh no, they got to do something that might. Oh, I can't tell. I can't talk about that, guys. I'm married, dude.
The last few sessions of MLB have left something to be desired.
You mean they haven't thrown you money?
So freaking boring because my team sucks.
You're boring.
I'm stuck
You
on the
suck.
Pittsburgh Pirates for like years and years of my contract, and the team is so bad. It doesn't even matter if I hit home runs and grand slams. We still lose games. So it's kind of deflating and not very
Because you
interesting
suck.
when, you know, you're the best thing going for your team, and the rest of your team is so bad that they're giving up like dozens of runs per inning, and there's no chance of winning a game. And that's kind of the situation we're in.
You suck.
So we'll see tomorrow night after that session whether or not MLB warrants to keep playing it as a chill stream, or maybe after playing it now for 4 straight months.
So let's see if he actually answers any new questions, dude.
Okay. So Saturday will be more Wolfenstein Youngblood, and Saturday night will be the continuation of Judgment, and then Sunday
Oh, he's gonna
I'm
fall
going to swing
asleep?
back to Dragon Quest Builders 2 and play a major session of that on Sunday, and then Sunday night will be my weekly Minecraft chill stream, and that's it because Monday is my day off this week. I know that
Monday's my day off, dude.
shorter week, but that's in line with my wife's schedule, so we can actually this week together.
Probably doctor's visit.
All right.
Check
And I'll
on
be
the
back starting
twins.
Tuesday with a full week of content for all of you. I'll have more information about that as we get closer. But FYI, it's going to probably be more Wolfenstein Youngblood, more Dragon Quest Builders, and yes, I'm starting up my Super Mario 64 playthrough.
Did anyone
It's official because
donate
I finished up Final Fantasy
Wolfenstein
IX
yet?
yesterday. There's nothing left in the game. It's done. So that means I can start up with Mario sooner rather than later. Okay?
And mind you, SpongeBob won. SpongeBob won the poll.
So,
Hey, LSB.
so guys, now,
Yeah, I've always been banned.
Talk about before we start here.
Shout outs, guys. Go
Let's
check out
see.
LSB. Puts up great stuff. Watched him last night.
Any other important stuff to cover before I get to like the plugs and shout outs and stuff?
Press 1 for LSB because he's number 1.
Madden 20 stream. Well, Madden 20 comes out the end of this week coming up, right? So not tomorrow, but a week
Don't
from
play
tomorrow,
Madden. You don't know anything about sports.
I'm definitely not buying the game. There's no way I'm buying it. But if
Someone donates it.
then I would
There it
consider
is.
it, at least for a few streams. I don't know if it has a story mode this year like it did last year. But if someone donates it, then I would play it. Okay?
So between you,
So
GTG,
we'll see. With Madden, how
those are
it
the
goes.
two main detractors that I
If someone
watch.
donates it or
Love
not.
GTG's videos, but that's mostly because of his voice.
Speaking of donations, if you want to help out with the cost of streaming and help defray the cost
Send me
of streaming,
tips.
in particular tomorrow, I got a brand new release of Wolfenstein Youngblood. All right, you can check out my Amazon wish list. where I basically have credits there listed for every major gaming network, including PlayStation Store, Xbox Live, and the Nintendo Shop.
Oh, you guys bought me Xbox credits, but I want to play it on PS4, so those credits are going to go to waste. Calling it now.
Please give it a look. You can check out the wish list either listed below my stream.
He's
right here on my Twitch page.
such a bot.
Wish list into the stream chat, and it'll bring up a link for that you can check all that stuff out. Now, just one quick aside: if you do
give me money
to get something from my wish list and help me out, thank you first of all in advance. But please understand, you're gonna have to email me that information.
It's not Tuesday,
codes,
dude.
Sadly, don't go straight to me; they go to you. So you'd have to email me the code that you get at Dark.
And then it goes to a spam folder. He never sees it. He calls you a liar. He bans you.
Tremendously. So thank you to those who have. And if you're considering doing it, tonight would be a great night
Frogs.
to do it so that I can get Wolfenstein Youngblood, without having to drop a bunch of money that normally would go to bills.
Bills. He's got to pay his bills. Mind you, Alice B and I, we're completely, totally jealous of him because of all the money he makes.
Is that probably... I'll just do another little teaser. I did this yesterday. I'll do a little teaser again. I may have some positive, fun news for you guys in early August. I'll let you know as we get closer. I don't want to jump the gun, and I also don't want to put up...
I hope he puts... Yeah, he's putting it on there. Like, alright, this is the 20th time I put the Sega Mini Classic up there, dude. Trolls say they buy it, so it takes off the list. But then it doesn't send to me, dude. I don't know what's going on.
I think let's move on from the
Amazon's stupid.
segment into the gratuitous plugs segment. Okay.
Gratuitous plugs.
Gratuitous plugs.
Buy my books, check out my Streamlets, check out my Patreon, send me money on Super Chat. I don't care. Hey, look at that. Not even 5 seconds.
7 of those years, or probably at this point, probably about 8 of those years. I absolutely love.
When the baby comes out black.
Time streamer, although certainly the path has not been an easy one. I've had to adjust what I did many times over the years. First, it was just my hobby. Then I had to make it my job when I got laid off from my office job.
Oh my God, he's going on about his office job again.
Then I had to change up my formula and become a more direct capture and live streaming because I previously used to use a camera to record
People
my
watching
stuff.
this know your history, dude.
Full-time live streamer in 2017 when YouTube's ad revenue bubble burst and they lost all their advertisers because they're just idiots. Many things have happened, all right? As of today, I primarily rely on crowdfunding from the streamers in order to...
Nah, I'm pretty sure it was Tevin.
And
that's why he hates Tevin so much.
It certainly isn't, but you guys have been amazingly generous and positive and allow me to keep doing what I love for a living, and I really appreciate that.
Yes,
so
I did.
See that continue. If you love the daily live streams,
I think it's on the yeah. Because he was bitching about how hard it was to do LSB, and I'm like, it can't be that hard. It took me all of 10 seconds to start a wish list.
One thing I want to say up front before I even get to
and let's see.
Is that it's not mandatory.
Oh, Killer Chronic. It's like, hey, check out this hot sauce you put to your wish list. I'll buy it for you. So I did the Beyond Insanity hot sauce. That stuff is so friggin' hot. But I found a great way to use it. I did 3 pounds of beef, pound of noodles, 2 pounds of beef broth. Put in a pie cook all together. It makes great beefy noodles. But let's do a few little drops of that in there. Mix it all up together. Adds just a tiny little bit to it.
My job second. That's always kind of been the deal. But that being said, for those of you who can go above and beyond, send me more money. That is what keeps it going. All right, now. How can you contribute? There are many ways.
Oh my God.
I could sit here until I was blue in the face telling you in detail about all of them. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to gloss over a couple of the quick ways. I've already talked about my Amazon
tips.
list, so you know about
tips.
That.
Oh, don't forget tips. He gets those right away.
/DarkSidePhil. And with 6 days left in the month,
does anyone actually give him any money?
To that and get in on the monthly perk rewards. So give that a look. All the details.
But there are no rewards. You've taken them all away.
Merchandise like T-shirts, stickers, and mugs. You can give
so why would you do that?
Anything you buy helps me out, and you get
ooh, for the taxes on the tip that I got earlier from
you're live on the stream.
Avats, thank you.
During today's stream, I'm going to give you a shout out. If you do a shout out early on in the stream,
terrible.
Or later, because if you do it in the middle of the stream, I'm not going to drop the questions I'm answering to answer another question.
The 10 more years of begging.
I am very grateful for anything, and I will update the leaderboard if you're the top cheerer or tipper. All right. In particular, being very honest with all of you right now, the thing that would help me out the most, really, right now, would be tipping.
Tipping, you gotta tip me, dude.
My bills come due the first month of every month. Financially, things have not been great here for the past.
You get your Patreon on the first 3 days.
Kept me afloat. Last month was probably, or this month actually, was probably the worst month ever because I overdrafted my bank account. I had a ridiculous amount.
People are sending him cheers and shit. Stop it, people. Don't give him money.
By tipping
he deserves nothing.
Straight towards games or towards my bills. So
I gotta put it towards my bills.
I can do whatever I want with. Not to say that other methods like Patreon or Teespring or cheering or tipping don't help. They do. All right.
Just $1 a day helps. Oh wait a minute! I just did a video about how he said $1 a day doesn't help.
The best way to go right now, and probably for the next few weeks, because it's going to get me through this tough time. All right. So please consider tipping if at all you can.
Well, he said yesterday he didn't take a shower because he was too busy. He had 2 hours and he couldn't take a shower. Message on Twitter. Let's go check Twitter.
Things about tipping. Number one.
I have a video. I have a picture from Katsune. Oh, hello.
Which I totally understand.
Katsune, the man with the lewds. Lewds, go to Katsune.
Anonymous, and then no one will know that it's you. Number two, you don't need a PayPal account.
I don't have any message requests.
For anything else on the internet.
Katsune, Ghostly Winds, Redford Lupe.
Okay.
Oh, on Twitch. All right.
So
has a message.
All right. Thanks in advance for anything, guys, and let's have a good stream. Fair enough. Sorry for the bottle crunch.
No, you're not.
Let's go ahead and do some shout outs for those who have contributed. All right.
You're never sorry for
Shout out with
those.
someone named DSP Forever, who took me $5.55 overnight. It was actually 5 hours ago, so it was like the wee hours of the morning. And they said, haven't been able to catch any of your streams lately, but I saw your blackout matches from YouTube last night, and I'm really sorry that you've been having trouble.
Website blocked due to fraud.
Yeah,
All
last
right.
night's blackout session was
Terrible.
not very good. Essentially, most of the people who were there threw shit on me and bring up topics that had nothing to do with the stream and were more insulting than anything else.
Bag.
It completely derailed the stream. It made it very hard for it to be entertaining.
You derail the
I don't care
streams.
about the quality of the game on a chill stream, but in this case, like, the game was annoying, and then on top
The
of
game
that,
was annoying, guys.
basically, and it was not a very good time. You know, and that's kind of the opposite of how it usually is.
He probably
On
didn't
blackout
win.
Streams, usually we have
He didn't get a win,
mix.
so he's
I know
probably
normal
annoyed by that.
players get trolling, but it was like usually a mix of, okay, there's some trolling here, but there's some legitimacy here. We had good conversation.
Check my email. Oh, Katsune sent you a message.
And last night it was most.
I already got those, buddy. Thank you. Again, Katsune, the man with the lewds. Katsune, the man with the
People who were
lewds.
there to actually have fun, they actually weren't having fun. They were like, damn, this stream actually kind of sucks, and it's not Phil's fault. This is just, there's nothing really going on. It's just.
That's right, Tanks Gaming. Hey, Despair. Yeah, they added
So yeah, it sucked. I'm just being very honest here.
like you throw something and it'll detect that there's people nearby. So you can throw them at the doors of buildings. Watching LSB, again, check him out. Last night, and yeah, that happened to him, I think, twice. Like, dude, they could have known. They must be stream sniping me. No, that sensor you picked up on your screen, that sensor is what they use to detect people's behind a wall or something. No, it's a stream sniper. I don't care what you say. It's a stream sniper.
So we really only have a limited amount of time to play it before it becomes an outdated memory. And really, Battle Royale, quite frankly, as I've been saying recently on my streams,
He's doing it today. It might be the last one, though, because he just doesn't get any more questions, dude.
Popular with kids, but outside of that, no one's really talking about Battle Royale anymore. You haven't heard about any new games getting
Battle Royale's been on for years. What do you think Twisted Metal was?
I love it.
Twisted Metal was Battle Royale.
I love it because it allows me to interact with my viewing audience.
I was going to interact with you.
Maybe it's time to move on.
Give me money.
Blackout? I don't know. Maybe this was a sign. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I guess how it goes. Because I am going to give it at least another shot next week. We'll see how.
I think that was the lean in manual ban that he fucked up because.
All right. So continuing on.
It's / like the person's name ban or something like that. But he forgot the / and then he tried to blame it on his laptop.
GeoDude, who subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much, GeoDude, for the subscription. I appreciate that very much. So
like, how do you... Like, you can't even ban people correctly. Like, what the hell, dude?
Tip of the day, so let's get them up on the leaderboard. Yanks. Okay. Oops. What is going on here?
Left PUBG because it was getting too difficult for him. People kept figuring out where he was and killing him. No matter how much he camped.
Yanks. Whoops. And he says, oh my god, I can't type today. What's going on? I can't type at all.
What, dude? Fuck up trying to ban someone else again?
There we go. Wow, I'm complete fail. All right. So Yank says the following: Phil, seeing as you have lots of European viewers, would you like if I donate you PES 2020 or FIFA 2020?
Ooh, that could be good for him.
Chill game. Well, first of all, I don't know I think those are two different games. I don't know when they come out. Number one. So if you had an idea of when they released, that would be good. Good information. Number two, I tried playing football/soccer/ whatever you want to call it games in the past. Didn't go so well.
Didn't go well,
I don't really understand
dude.
the games. I'm not a fan of them, and I think they're good for like a session or two tops. But certainly because I don't even know much about the sport, it's not very entertaining for me to play nor to watch me play.
Because you don't always win, so you hate it.
Only if you're okay. If you wanted to donate,
you could.
Okay, I understand. Phil's probably only going to play this a couple of times, and that's it. Then I would say, yeah, go right ahead. But if not, if you were like, oh man, I would hope that Phil would do like a full-on playthrough of this. I definitely would not donate it because I'm telling you right now, up front, being honest and transparent, it's not going to happen. Okay. So thank you, Yanks, for the offer. If you are serious, please email me.
Yeah, he's at 437. He should be lower, but...
And we'll talk about it. But
with the FIFA soccer games...
Exciting, you know what I mean?
Those
Nightwing 420.
Should be like, all right, guys, it's Friday Night Soccer. No, Saturday Night Soccer. There you go. It's Saturday Night Soccer, guys. Time to play some soccer. And do like Saturday night or whatever night be exclusively soccer. And be like, oh, I'm actually starting to get okay at this game because I've been playing it 6 times. Who knows, I might actually get good at it.
Thank you for the cheer, getting the cheer started.
But he's an idiot.
Vanity item debt. Now, this sounds hilarious. I can't wait to see where this one's going. Give me $1 and said, every time I type DSP on YouTube, I get Indian and Punjabi videos. I even typed TSP by mistake, and again, nothing but Indian and Punjabi videos. Fixed the fucking thing already instead of fucking around at Olive Garden. What? Who's fucking around at Olive Garden? I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. But this is true. And, today it's not as big of a thing, but back when I got started on YouTube, there's a guy, an Indian musician, and he goes by DSP. I don't know what it stands for. I think
that's hilarious. He can't...
Initials of his name.
Yes.
But yeah, there's an Indian musician named DSP, and... Basically, if you search for just...
I don't know how to do incognito.
You might get a ton of Indian music videos and stuff. It's the same thing on Twitter. It's funny. Sometimes they accidentally tag me when they're trying to do promotional materials for this music artist. They think that my Twitter is him. So they'll be like, oh, the hot new song from They Call Me DSP. And it's like a bunch of...
I don't know how to do incognito tabs on here, but...
I don't know.
He should...
So...
Like soccer, especially soccer is a thing that you could do year-round.
But that's been
like I said, he has a lot of
since I started on YouTube
European viewers and all that, which is kind of weird, but hey.
Apparently for a while, and so DSP was big on YouTube for Indian music before it was ever known as me as a gamer on YouTube.
Nope, I just get
pretty
detractors.
And yes, you could still find that stuff on YouTube to this very day. Vote Democrat did a 62-bit cheer. He said, have you thought of having a premium Snapchat for subs?
That's true.
That's how the Twitch thoughts pay their bills. I don't even know what Snapchat is. And
how do you not know what Snapchat is?
Time to talk directly with anyone in any kind of a chat, or it sounds like a video chat service or something. Plus, let's face it, I'm not a thought. No one wants to see me any more than they have to see my ugly mug on stream. So it probably wouldn't work regardless. I'm just saying, it's probably not a very good...
How do you not know what Snapchat is? I don't use it, and I still know what it is. I mean, I have used it before. Because that's like, the person's like, oh yeah, here's my Snapchat, so that way you can't say messages. Like, okay, whatever, but... He's got to be lying. He's got to be lying.
I appreciate that, sir. Good to see you. I'm trying to remember if I picked one of your questions for the show today. I think I might have. I don't want to promise you that because then I might. If I didn't, you're gonna be disappointed. But I think I did actually pick one of your questions.
Well, if he's a patron, you better be picking his question, dude. He spent $20 for it.
Continuing on, Karatacron? It sounds like a really weird transformer. Karatacron did a 145-bit cheer and then did another 100-bit cheer. Alright, so thank you guys very much for that. Well, thank this person very much for that. Let's get you up on the leaderboard because you're technically the top cheerer of the day. Karatacron.
Can you imagine you spend $20 to get your question answered? Hey, Base Oslo. To get his question answered, and then DSP like, I think I may have picked. I don't know, though.
Even though we didn't get any subs, just in case, it probably went down, being very honest with all of you.
Haha, suck it.
All the way down to 0. Oh my god, no, it's 440 subs. It actually went up slightly, which is weird because I don't think it says anyone subbed. So I guess
Devri Sri Prasad. I mean, Google. Oh, not Google. YouTube that.
Actual Ask the King show to start
Devri Sri
before they
Prasad.
sub. That could be possible.
Devri Sri Prasad.
Okay. All right. So that's it for shout outs. It looks like.
Oh, yeah, he pops right up.
Shout out to.
I didn't even get the rest. I just got Debbie typed in, and bam, he's there. Ooh. Hello.
Yes, there are still
Mute
Marvel
that.
notes. Those will be changed later today unless something goes wrong, which I don't foresee happening, but I have some time set later tonight where I'm going to sit down and change those over. We're still going to keep the lean in finger snap, and we're going to keep the Wolverine emote, but we're going to get rid of the other ones and alternate.
I wonder if he got a talking to from Marvel and Disney, like, hey, you know how using your emotes that are our characters? Yeah, stop that.
In 10th place, Monkey's Bourbon. 9th place, Vote Democrat. 8th place.
That sounds cool, Earl.
A tie. It's actually a tie for 7th between Bent Boxer and Hidden Knife Hands. Very nice.
Everything's half-answered by him because everything's half-assed.
Crystal Laser. 5th place goes to
Stop
Cody
giving him
Barnes.
money, people.
4th place.
He doesn't deserve any of it.
Is actually I take that back. It's a tie between From China and Arblurd for 1,000 bits. 2nd place, Johnny Skidmore.
Hey, Joe Schmo.
And then in 1st place cheer for this week so far, RFHC5. And actually, RFHC5 just did a 200-bit cheer to become the top cheerer for the day. So we're going to get RFHC5.
Terrible. As he should. He was in here earlier. LSB, still in here?
There we go.
We made sure, hey, Crusader, we made sure to type 1 for LSB.
All right.
Easily amused.
RFHC5 asks, what are your improvements from 2018? I would say that I've improved a lot. I would say that number 1, if you guys haven't noticed, basically I've cut out all kinds of, like, lowbrow humor. I don't do sexual jokes hardly anymore. Maybe
You've cut out any and all
fair
work.
point.
You don't do,
At all.
we can preview.
So none of
You
that.
went from doing Ask the King every month to
more
every 2
serious
months, then
focus
3 months, then 4 months.
Like what I mean by that
And then you're going to
is,
cancel it after this.
Split.
You don't do any KO gaming. You don't do any vlogs. You don't do anything. You sit there, you play video game, hit upload to YouTube, and then you leave. Like a bitch.
I'm pretty much 100% focused on streaming and making streaming as good as possible now. This year, I instituted many different chill-style streams directly based on your
Hey, Dragon
feedback.
Slayer vlogs.
Last year, actually, when you guys were telling me you wanted more chill-style streaming rather than just me focusing on AAA games and playthroughs, you wanted to see me do ongoing series that were more relaxed and fun and more focused on just interaction with my viewers than anything else. So I started up things such as Minecraft, Black Ops.
After you
Blackout,
shit on it for
ML,
years.
etc. And also, I took some playthroughs.
You
that I
did
never
it
wrote
for
down
years. You
playthroughs
shit all
that weren't
over it.
necessarily for my
I was like, yeah, but the people wanted me to, dude. How's it going, Dragon Slayer?
Group of people might want to see. And I turn those into chill streams as well. So, for example, games like Judgment that I'm playing right now, or a game like Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, which I played earlier this year. Or I just finished up Final Fantasy IX, right? So I'm basically purposely instituting games that are not ginormous AAA releases into my streaming so that we have more opportunity.
Maybe he finally realized that they don't always bring people in. Hey, Cyber. Cyber
Cyber
the Wolf.
The next new release. Okay.
Oh, he skipped a lot of games.
This year, just think about all the
Octopath Traveler, anyone?
And
LSB is
I
currently
saw
playing it.
from how I used to
Shout
do
out,
it. I
LSB.
used to always constantly be covering every new release, and I don't do that anymore.
I'm doing it because I don't have the money, guys. By the way, I'm making so much money, I make everyone jealous of me.
Entertaining streams, okay?
Oh, Biley
I
noise.
really feel that that those have been some pretty concrete improvements that I've done this year. Would I have liked to do more, of course, but sadly, when you institute change, usually it costs something. I would have loved to upgrade some equipment or do something different, and I can't. I'm such. in a
What
bad
equipment?
way
Your
financially,
camera?
no way I can even
You're
do
gonna
that.
set the 480i anyways.
Samson has tipped me $2. Thank you, Samson, for the tip. And he says Zombieland 2 it releases on October 18th. Have you seen the first one, and did you enjoy it? If you have, I did see the first one. I did enjoy it. I don't think I was as in love with it as a lot of people were. Like, a lot of people were just so crazy, over the top, fucking in love with the movie, and I don't think it was that good. I think it was a good, kind of a one-off comedy kind of deal. You know, having actual appearances, like, oh, what if Bill Murray actually was in the zombie apocalypse? What would happen? You know, stuff like that. But they're making a sequel. It's out this October.
Ooh, Goutside Phil pointed out something. Let me save.
I'm definitely not going to see it in theaters. Maybe eventually I'll see it, but
Can't see it in theaters, dude. He doesn't have the money. Send him money.
So thank you, Samson, for the $2 tip.
Guys, 1 second.
All right, guys,
No.
guess what?
E.
This is perfect timing. We can end the pre-stream. We can get started with the show.
And I can take a shit break.
Perfect timing. In fact, one quick thing before we end the pre-stream, I want to copy the stats where they are right now. Okay, and we're gonna carry.
Notice anything here?
Oh,
12:15 p.m. 3:15. Right for Ask the King. All right, whatever. Wait a minute though. Next day, 12:15. The next day, 12:15. Next day, 12:15.
There we go.
Did he just?
Shrink it a little bit because it's pretty long right now.
Well, I was getting up at 10 o'clock in the morning, just too early for him. I was gonna be up at at 12 o'clock his time. Holy hell!
All right, guys.
And you know that it's gonna end at the same time, dude.
Let's get started.
All right, guys, I've been playing for 2 hours. Time for me to go to bed. I mean, drink more gin.
Thank you again. Just a reminder: once the show starts and I'm getting into the questions for the show, please understand if you contribute. I will.
Something like was great. I can't wait to see. I'll definitely be seeing it in theaters.
Because I don't want to derail what we're talking about on the show.
Kiwi Farms has not found the marriage license yet. They're still looking.
So, if you have a burning question,
good point. Yeah, he's not wearing the hat. What the fuck?
Want to wait till the end of the show, in order.
Maybe he's gonna go grab it during his break.
I'm not, ignoring it, or you feel like, oh man, Phil didn't answer my question. Well, if you ask me anyone, I'll answer the questions I already have ready.
But yeah, is he?
Okay.
But it could just be he's that fucking lazy. He copy pasted it.
Here we go.
He copy pasted everything, and he didn't realize I was at 12:15, 3:15. But who knows? We'll have to see. If tomorrow, 1:15 my time, 10:15 his time rolls around, he's not streaming yet, he may have just done it, and he'd be like, "No, you nutnicks! If you checked out my Twitter, you'd see that I changed the date on the times, dude." Yeah, this is from Goutside Phil on Twitter. Wow, great. Dead air. Hey, did he go on a break? So busy bitching about his schedule thing, I didn't hear if he was going on a break or not. I don't see... Yeah, he just... What, did he just walk away to go take a shit break? We'll say at 4 o'clock it happened. So far it's been a minute of silence. Ooh, oh shit. What the hell? The hell was that?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Darkside Phil here, and welcome to Ask the King. It's my show where every other month I answer.
So he had about almost 2 minutes of pure silence. Oh, here we go. Now he's got the hat.
When you get a chance to watch it.
Cyber the Wolf with the inside scoop that he wasn't married.
This is actually episode 77, if you can believe it. 77 times I've sat down to answer your questions in this established series. Pretty crazy. So,
snap the fingers.
Welcome to the show, everyone. We got a good variety of questions from the forums, from Twitter. We got one patron question this time around. A good variety of stuff, I would say. And if time permits, which I think it should to this time, we will field some questions live from the live stream chat at the end of the show, so that we get a good variety of stuff on. Now, I'm just going to say this. Earlier this year...
So what the hell was it with that noise, though?
I believe this was, I think, in like...
his boyfriend, I mean, his love of his life, I mean, John Rambo bought the hat for him on a trip.
Interactive streamer. Not only do I take the opportunity to interact with all of you on every single stream I do...
Kiwi Farms cannot find a marriage license yet. Cyberwolf lives in Connecticut, found nothing in the newspaper about a wedding. Which generally, like, oh yeah, you check the social pages and you'll find weddings and stuff.
Essentially, you guys get Ask the King every day. Now, do you get as full form descriptive answers as you're going to get on today's show when we have a dedicated show just for
I'll say if
no,
they
absolutely
can't,
not. A
if
lot
Kiwi
of
Farms
people
can't
do
find it, it makes me
doing a
very
better
suspicious.
All right. But that being said, some people still want me to do this show and some people don't. And what I can definitely tell is that there's been a shift because usually when
John Rambo, I just can't quit you.
I would get a plethora of questions influxed and I would have to go, oh my God, I have to go through 10, 15 pages of questions and pick the best ones. Now I could barely get like 2 pages of questions. Okay? So what that's
Because you refuse to answer anything. If you actually answered questions, people would send you more questions, but you refuse to answer anything. Jackwagon.
Something stuck in the front of my hat and it's distracting the hell out of me. I think it's a piece of hair.
Oh no.
God, it was a piece of hair. Okay.
Are you shedding?
Maybe this means that maybe like a lot of my other long-running shows, maybe
Gonna get canceled.
Don't have a place anymore in my content. I mean, just think about shows like Release Day Unboxing, The Weekend Review, etc. That at one point, when I was a full-time YouTuber and I wasn't doing interactive.
Oh guys, let's look at his hands.
It makes sense for me to be doing those shows. It doesn't really make sense anymore.
Ooh, Mary Sci-Fi with the $3.
I don't know. Again, what I'm gonna do, I want to see how the show goes today. If the question
hey, $3 through my Streamlabs. Thank you, Mary.
I'll keep doing it, but I don't want to keep doing a show as like a remnant of the.
Except my head's in the way, so I need to move my head out of the way.
So let's see how today goes. Fair enough. All right. So just a reminder, Ask the King is a show that happens every 2 months. The next episode is going to be.
I'm not seeing a ring.
September, because today's July. Obviously.
Anyone who's not banned, ask where the ring is.
It's actually July 25th, 2019. FYI. And so
don't use money. Just go to his chat and ask, where's the ring at?
The primary way to do it and the best way to do it, head over to thekingofhate.com, which is my website.
Good to be on the couch. All right, let's do this.
Already a section there.
So I'll be like Peanut and all that.
As of right now, there's a thread for the next episode. You can post.
Hey everyone, I'm his new mascot. Give him money.
Because I take my time on days when I'm doing Ask the King to read all the questions in detail in that.
Nope, there it is.
The ones that I feel would be the best for.
Saw the ring. Never mind.
That's what I did today. So please do so. Now also, there's a very short window of time.
Hey, Rob Allen.
That I broadcast Ask the King where I accept Twitter questions.
Rob Allen, give him more money. He's broke. Hey, Zach Ryder, Mr. Falcon Punch, Tank Gaming, and everyone else.
Nothing too major. So that's another way, but primarily the best way would be to post them up on the forums.
Would be to go to the forums so I can dox you.
There's a perk level if you're a patron of mine, right here, at patreon.com/darksidephil, where you're guaranteed to get your question answered on the show.
No, you're not.
A burning question you really want me to answer in depth, that would be a really great way to get it done. Check it out on Patreon, okay? Fair enough?
How much do you make in a year? And you have to answer, not some general roundabout number.
I'm going to be fielding questions from the stream.
Easily amused.
All right, everybody.
Yeah, it's down to what, 400 something?
Probably my headphones. Look. Oh, yeah, look at my headphones.
Take a sip from the water bottle, and I still love that. It's just too hard to pour water into a cup and then drink from the cup.
To our very first question, which we're going to take from a patron. This one is from Planet Jeff. And Planet Jeff asks the following. He says, "Hi, Phil. I hope you're well. I've been enjoying your Minecraft streams. If I can't catch it live, I usually get caught up via YouTube. I even remember that one that you did years ago, as well as that fan-built world that you visited. That was weird because everyone was in your face constantly.
When is the present? Cyber, that might be too much work.
So you're in Survivor mode, and previously I thought it was supposed to be dangerous to sleep outside without some sort of enclosure, because you're likely to be attacked by monsters at night. But I've recently seen you often sleep outside, like when you're harvesting wood or a long way from a resting place, and you sleep and nothing ever happens. Was there a change or a patch to the game that made outdoor sleeping not quite as dangerous?
You could just Google it.
Kind of a lame question.
Why are you wasting money on him?
So keep at it, Planet Jeff. Here's the thing. I'm not a Minecraft expert. I never played Minecraft back in its heyday when it was like.
Why wouldn't you just
5 to 10 years ago? I only started
Google
playing
that
once it basically wasn't kind of a big mainstream thing anymore. So I started playing. The first time I played it, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, was about 4 years ago.
You're a piece of shit.
And that was what you're addressing when I played with the fans. I checked out the fan worlds, and they were all there and interacting or whatever. And I did a little bit of survival mode on my own. I think it was like maybe a month's worth. And after that, I got bored with it. Because keep in mind, back then I wasn't doing interactive streams. It was just me playing.
It was me, me playing video games.
I really felt like a lot of opportunity for making them fun was lost, but I didn't really understand that whole interactive thing back then.
That's about the best I can do for beatboxing.
I take this back. It was actually
I can't beatbox at all.
Indies Marathon. Okay, this is a goal that I held.
Oh, why?
Streams, and we hit the sub goal.
Snort.
And so I did an Indies Marathon. And this Indies Marathon was great because it allowed me to play games that normally I wouldn't play. And people actually nominated Minecraft. I said, Phil, you haven't played Minecraft in like 3 years. Play it again. So I did. And because now I had been an interactive streamer, for the hour and a half I played Minecraft, I was just talking with my audience constantly. We were doing stuff together. People loved it. They were like, oh my God, this is like so cool and refreshing. This is like the perfect...
And he sat there and he cried and he begged, please someone outbid him. So I don't have to name what the stinky condo or whatever it was.
December, I've now played over 80 hours of Minecraft since December of last year. Pretty nuts, don't you think? And this has all been an ongoing story, an ongoing developing world that I've built and grown and done crazy stuff in. It's been a hell of a lot of fun.
Come on, Rob, that's not how it works.
Correct when he says that basically.
Well, he doesn't really sit in the chair. He's always sitting on the fap seat.
I realized, oh man, you need to
God, I can't imagine.
Number one, you got to stay up overnight and fight a ton of monsters. And number two, if you don't sleep, they have these flying monsters. I don't even know what they're called, but they're flying. They look like flying manta rays that like come straight at you, and they'll try to bite you and shit if you don't get sleep. So I realized I need to have a bed on me at all times. And that when I was out exploring, whether I was chopping wood, simply exploring the landscape.
But dude, we're all jealous of him, don't you know?
I gotta throw that bed down and get to sleep so I can wake up the next morning and not have those monsters coming after me. And also, it just seemed very beneficial that I'm not having to survive against hordes of monsters at night, okay? I'm being told by the stream chat that those creatures are called phantoms that come at you if you don't sleep after a couple days, okay? So here's the thing. I just did what I was told. You know, I keep in mind these streams are interactive, and people who played Minecraft
wow.
have instructed.
It's a love seat.
And I've been told
it helps support my back, and then he. No joke. He has like I think he already has 2 pillows, but he may have a 3rd one for his back as well. So he sits on 2 pillows with a 3rd one on his back on that love seat.
Sleeping wherever, and realized basically as long as you go to sleep not with any monsters near you, you'll wake up in the morning fine. I think what it is, the way that Minecraft works, at least the version I'm playing on, is that enemies will spawn, but only when you're within a certain radius of them. So
bodily noise, bodily noise.
If you have no enemies near you and you go to sleep, you're going to wake up fine. Now, you might run into other enemies afterward, but those enemies will be on fire because now it's the morning and the light's out. So they're going to die within moments anyway. So it seems to me, at least in this version that I'm playing, as long as you're nowhere near an enemy, there's nothing in your viewing area, you can go to sleep safely and wake up the next morning no matter where you're sleeping, and you're fine.
Does it next time he streams it. Immediately dies.
Bogs. I've slept everywhere possible you could think of, and I haven't really had an issue with it. So you're right. Now, again, I don't know if that's different from the old Minecraft.
I don't know why Planet Jet didn't just ask Papa Vera. Papa Vera would know. Papa Vera would probably write him a whole guide on it.
In the day, and they toned the game down for more casual audiences to play the game and not have to worry about that kind of stuff. I don't
more
know.
Casual. It's a children's game.
It's pretty safe to sleep.
It is a children's game. It doesn't get more casual than that.
All right, so there you go, Planet Jeff. Thank you very much for your ongoing support and contributions. That's your question answered for being a patron. All right, again, guys, if you want to get your questions answered for sure on the show, a great way to do that right here.
And then he ignores it. And how? What are you gonna do? Okay. I want my money back. Ha! Have fun with that.
I received a $2 tip from Yamcha. Sounds disappointing. Saying, "What's your overall opinion of Polish people in Poland?" I don't have any kind of a general opinion about any race, a creed, or nationality at all. I don't care about race, dude. As soon as an Asian person's on screen, he goes into racism. People who posted up their questions on the kingofhate.com forums, and I went through them this morning.
Never even played. I've seen other people play. I'm like, I don't get the appeal of Minecraft.
Okay. Here we go. All right.
Mind you, I loved Legos when I was young. Oh God, I played with a ton of Legos.
Let's get into this. This is going to be a very, very detailed, interesting question and a
but Minecraft just doesn't look interesting.
All right. Let's get into the meat of this. This is something that actually was a hot topic on one of my streams last week, so it makes sense to get into it tonight. Fair enough? All right, here we go. So Moria asked the following question. He says, this is a lengthy question, but I want to ask your opinion regarding the intellectual property of transformative content that I think is interesting enough for this event. For this,
oh no.
A preface of a
Moro shitting on Tevin for stealing his work, dude.
In the case of Sekiro, it shows the Activision software terms of service that you have to agree with in order to use or access the program. It basically explains in detail the license that you're buying. This is a limited license that states that you do not have the right to use the software for commercial purposes. You can only do it for personal use, amongst other conditions. There's however, a section that explains how you may share user-generated content, but it doesn't cover it for commercial purposes.
Monster Hunter
This is my
Iceborne.
question.
Looks pretty cool, but
You're not buying a license to stream such games and make a profit from it. You're only relying on the concept of fair use to do it.
the only real thing
which
they
obviously
added
falls
was
into
the
gray
cold
area.
drains your
And what are the
stamina.
limitations that you think are reasonable when someone appeals to this concept when trying to defend their content from a copyright claim? Or in other words, how transformative must content be to be protected under fair use? Woo! All right, this is going to be a very legal mumbo jumbo kind of a question. All right,
That you know nothing about.
Fair use and transformative content. Bear with me. I've been doing this now for 11
Yeah,
years.
Monster Hunter Iceborne. I played the beta for it. It was cool, but
I've got a
except
handle
for
on
the
generalities of
you're in the cold, so your stamina drains. It doesn't seem to add anything really new, except for maybe some new monsters. But
legal. And what I mean by that is, no matter what I say, no matter what anyone says, no one's right. And the reason I say that is because it has never gone
no
to
one's
court.
right, dude.
Never once has a game
Yes, it has.
and or a game creator sued someone for either making a
I had it.
or
Damn
a
it,
live
the wrong
stream
button.
of a video game and said, we don't want that on the internet, so we're suing you to take it down.
Oh.
Never made a legal ruling on it saying, oh, that
Let's
is considered
see.
under
I
the
swear I
Workers'
shared
Protection
it.
Act or whatever. No one's ever done any of this. Okay, it's never ever gotten that far at all.
Let me
There's just been
check.
sometimes companies throwing
Here it
takedown
is.
notices on
Found it.
YouTube or throwing takedown notices at Twitch, and it's
United
never
States
really
District
past that
Court
step.
for Southern District, New
Alright.
York.
Will it
Matt
one day
Hose,
actually get
can't really
that
pronounce,
far?
versus
Maybe.
Ethan Klein and
In fact, I would almost
Hilla
say
Klein.
It's inevitability that one day it's going to happen. It's going to go to court and get hashed out. But everything that I say as an answer to this question is pure speculation. All right, based on my
One
personal
second,
experience.
bring it up
Just
for you
saying that up
guys.
front so everyone understands. Okay. Now, first of all, before we even get in to the legality of what's protected by law and what's not when it comes to making gameplay and gameplay streams, there's one important thing that I should tell all of you up front. Okay. Terms
Been
of
taken to
service
court.
for any business
Holding they
whatsoever
found
on the
in
internet are not legally
favor of the
binding.
defendants.
All right, let me explain what I mean by that.
Use was
You go
fair
to
use as a matter of
and a
law.
big fucking giant
Been to
blank
court.
Screen of text pops up that you have to supposedly read and agree with before you can play the game. You just click through it. That's supposed to legally bind you to a contract. It doesn't. All right. You wanna
Yes, it
know
does.
why? Because you could put anything you want in that terms of service, and it's not legally binding.
Yes,
When
it is.
When you boot up Sekiro, it could literally say in the terms of service, by clicking accept, you give us your firstborn child for the rest of your life. Every child you pop out is our legal property. And just because you clicked accept doesn't mean that that's legally binding whatsoever. Okay? Basically, what's in a terms of service contract has to be legal in order to actually be binding. Okay? So, for example, when these companies are putting out contracts saying you can't use this game for commercial purposes, that actually isn't even true or legal because it's
Yes,
never
it
gone
is.
to court. You see what I mean? Because there's never been a court ruling saying, "Oh, a let's play or a gameplay stream is protected as a."
He has no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
There is just frivolous fluff.
Probably.
It means absolutely fucking nothing. Okay.
He
Until
said
it
it's gonna
actually
be.
goes to court, nothing there ever means anything. Same thing with Twitch, with YouTube. Any terms of service doesn't mean that it's legally binding. YouTube could say,
Yes, it does.
Oh, we can take away money whenever we want, but you could take them to court and end up getting the money back depending on the situation. You see what I mean?
See what I mean?
That's the bottom line. Is none of this is actually true or legal. It's just
Yes, it is.
cover their own asses, and they throw these big things out there. Oh, this will cover us in a blanket agreement. In reality, until someone gets sued, nothing is legal or not legal. No one.
Yes, it is.
Now, in regards to
Because it's extra
what
work,
you actually
Joe,
purchasing
and he
when
hates
you buy
work.
a license for
Quite
a game.
Identity and
First of all,
Grace,
you
check
buy
'em out,
the video
guys.
game. You're not buying the game. You're not. I paid $60 for Sekiro. You do not own Sekiro. You don't. The publisher From Software owns Sekiro. Okay? You own the rights to use that software
No, you don't.
for various purposes. Now, the main
If
intention
every
of
single
the
video game company
software
came in and
is
said, nope, we're going to copyright claim every single video game thing, you're SOL. It's their shit now.
I'm gonna make a hash up.
It'd be
montage.
stupid, but-
I'm gonna do a full let's play. I'm gonna live stream that game. I'm gonna do a criticism video.
Exactly,
about
and
the best
1337.
about the game. I'm gonna do a full
Yeah, they said that they could come and take your kidney when they need a kidney. That's not legal. No. But they say that you can't make money off of their product. Yes, it is.
Direct capturing, or just recording snippets of that game. All right. Now,
Don't do that, Rob.
Seemingly are able
You don't have nice enough
to
boobs
do
for that.
Playthroughs, let's plays of video games, live streams of video games. All right, seemingly is for two reasons. Number one, because it seems like game publishers just don't care that people are doing this. They don't care enough to say, man, because some streamer bought my game.
But dude,
or
editing is
licensed my game,
easy.
is playing it on Twitch. They're revealing my whole game, and now, now, oh my God, the whole thing's revealed. Now it's ruined. No one's going to buy the game. No one's really seemed to feel that way. If anything, it's been the opposite, where most game publishers are like, man, that guy's playing my game on Twitch. Look, it's getting my game exposure and attention, and now people want to go play it for themselves. It's free advertising, so I like this. Okay?
And that's why they don't take down the
It's not
streams
to say that
usually.
one day a game publisher might not completely change their attitude about this, but in
But it's
general,
perfectly legal for them to say, hey, don't make money off of our shit.
general mentality is that it's okay to play these games at launch.
It's a
as long
privilege,
as
not a
you're
right.
doing
Very
all
well
Let's
put,
Play,
Crusader.
not basically being insanely biased or whatever. Basically, if you buy the game, you can stream it and make a Let's Play, and no publisher really cares, okay? Now, what we, the content creators...
Tevin, whatever DSP has, Tevin has
not
at least
necessarily
double, if not
almost
triple.
hiding behind, but what we've been using as our rationale is why it's legal to do what we do, is because...
Yes, Alice shut him down.
Look at other case law...
Because he showed,
An example.
It's like, hey guys, go ahead and play the game, but don't show the ending. We want the ending to be a twist and all that, and not people to know. Oh, screw Atlas, I'm gonna do it. And then he got taken down for that.
Broadcasting of an original copywritten work, and I would be shut down immediately. Okay. If I were to rebroadcast Avengers Endgame right here on my channel and do live commentary over it, I would still be shut down. That's a live rebroadcasting of a copywritten work, and there's nothing you can do about it. If I were to take Avengers Endgame and chop it up and do a 20-minute summary review of the movie with commentary over it, now it's a legal gray area.
You'd still get taken down for that.
Transformative work? Is it not considered a transformative work? It has to go to court.
I say it's a movie, not a game. It's totally different.
Essentially, when things like that have gone to
Take a
court
sip.
for movies and
Just
television
did.
and music and the like,
Oh,
that's used as
that's right. More
now
bodily
the
noises.
original
Fuck.
work
Forgot to keep
used,
track.
and if the
Probably missed a
actual
couple, so we'll go to
final
7.
product is considered something that's been transformed. So if you're watching my video of Avengers Endgame to just watch the movie and get a summary of it, probably not covered under as a transformative work. But if you're watching my video to get an actual review, man, was it good or bad? What could have been improved about the movie? That's considered commentary or criticism, and that would actually be protected.
Probably, as long as they didn't show too much of the footage. But even if you show footage from the trailer, you can still get taken down for that.
Use in your video
Or at least get copyright claimed if you use clips from
1 hour 45 minutes. You basically gave away the
what
whole
you call
movie.
it?
That's not covered.
The trailer. If you use clips from the trailer, you can still get copyright claim for that, even if you're doing commentary over it, like a review or something.
So even in the realm of things that have already gone to court,
Objection.
and laws about it, it's still kind of
He doesn't
a gray
think, so he
area.
can't think he's a lawyer.
It's not 100% certain what's okay and what's not. All right. Now, some people over the years have brought up the case of Mystery Science Theater 3000. For those of you who don't know what the show is, this is a show where there's a comedian.
They
and a
take
group of
very,
actors,
very
and
old
basically they have
movies
and they
that
and commentate over movies.
lost
The
their
movies that
rights
they
or
use
didn't
are
renew the rights, whatever. Or they bought the rights from them because they were so cheap.
What does that mean? It means that these movies are so old, and basically no one wants them because they're so bad, these movies, they don't make money anymore, okay? That no one owns them anymore. They're out there, and people can broadcast them as much as they want. No one really owns
So yeah,
them.
and they still run into
They're just
issues.
public domain. You could do whatever you want with said movies, okay? So they took these movies, and they rebroadcast them, and they do live commentary over the entirety of these movies, okay? That's perfectly legal. That's why a show
They
like
still
Mystery
had to go to
Science
court
Theater
multiple
3000
times. One of the reasons why it's not on anymore, even though it was a great show.
Avengers
Sad
Endgame,
face.
for example, wouldn't be covered. It's a hot new movie. All right. Now, the same guys that make Mystery Science Theater 3000 also make a series called Riff Tracks. What Riff Tracks is they don't show
Ouch.
any of the actual movie that they're doing commentary over. All they do is they watch the movie themselves. They record their commentary in a studio while they're watching the movie. Then they sell that commentary as an audio file on the internet, and they say, if you already own the movie yourself, press play now while you press play on our commentary track. It'll be just like you're watching Mystery Science Theater 3000, except you're watching the movie yourself while we're commentating along. See, that's how they get around the legality of, oh, this is a modern movie that isn't public domain.
That's a good
Let's still
question,
do
but
commentary on it, even though we're not showing the movie.
you'd have to have a company that's willing to sell it.
That's
And you know
how they do it,
Nintendo,
okay?
Square Enix are not going to
Now,
sell any of their music.
In the regards of a video game.
Well, he doesn't shower. He's admitted before he doesn't shower every day.
Than
So yes, he definitely does
television,
stink.
Movies and the like. Why is a video game very, very different? Because it's an interactive medium, all right? You cannot play a video game and have an exactly identical experience to someone else because it relies on you, your
This guy's eating beans.
inputs, how you react to things you see and do in the game and on the screen. It's very different than just a movie that doesn't change no matter what. When you watch Avengers Endgame, the first time you watch it, the millionth time you watch it, it's the same movie. A video game, literally every time a person plays it could be a completely different thing that you see on the screen. Now, there's millions of variables involved, and yes, maybe 1 out of a million playthroughs are completely identical, but you see what I mean? Like, in general, most people create their own thing when they play a game. And what people have argued, all right?
Guys, if I don't press the X button, I do stare at the screen, dude.
You are creating an artistic work of your own based on your input, your skill level, what you're doing with the gameplay, what you're doing with your commentary as well if you're recording your own commentary.
If the game companies wanted to, they could take down every single video or claim every single video.
$60 to play Sekiro. If I actually copy the code of the game and remake it on discs and hand those discs out, that's illegal. I illegally copied the game and sold it. That breaks the terms of service agreement with them, okay? If I I'm trying to think the other. If I illegally pirate it and put it out on the internet, I buy Sekiro, I rip the code off the disc, and I just put it out on the internet, like on Pirates Bay or whatever. That's illegal. That violates the terms of service agreement. But the second that you pick up that controller and you do something in the game, you just made a unique, artistic, transformative work that is not.
No, you didn't. You still have to have commentary. You still have to have your voice over it.
That would be the same as saying, okay, you went to the store and you bought paint, and you went home and you used a paintbrush to paint.
He'll never be honest though.
That would be like saying the canvas company owns the painting, the actual paint company owns the painting.
No, if a company sold you a painting and then you signed your name to it, try to sell it, then they'd be like, no, that's our painting.
I bought them from you. That means that's my work. Okay, that's my protected work. All right, and that's what people have argued for years when it comes to video games, that Let's Plays and or
that's not a good analogy. Like I said, it'd be as if he took someone else's painting, took it home. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna add a smiley face, and I'm gonna add a happy little tree here. See, this painting's completely different now. Like, no, all you did was add a tree to it. That tree doesn't make any sense because it's a fruit bowl. But all right.
For us making the game code to begin with, you wouldn't be able to make your art. And so we feel that since you are making your art within the confines of the world that we've created, we own some of that. Maybe that's true. That could actually be true. It could.
So I don't usually edit my live streams, but I have edited I edited my own This Is How You Don't Play a Bloodborne, where I took the first 4.5 hours of me just getting killed over and over and over again. And clapped it down to about half an hour.
So maybe
like, yeah, I'm gonna die over and over and over again.
Of the profits if you were to use a Let's Play to make money, okay? Or maybe they're entitled to nothing because you already paid up front to use their license, right, to play their game, and a court would rule no, they're owed nothing. So it's never gone to court. There's no determination whatsoever, all right, at all about this. So
right here, it has gone to court. Right here.
Shut up. When I buy a game,
Matt, last time I can't pronounce versus Ethan Klein and Hilla Klein.
And redistribute it illegally and pirate it. But as long as I am playing the game, doing legit,
so yes, it has been done.
Whatever you want to call it, while I'm playing the game and making a unique artistic work as a playthrough of that game, that should be protected under fair use law. Is it actually? We don't know. It's never gone to court. So unless it goes to court, we'll never know. In general, I don't think game publishers nor content creators want that.
Can you imagine he tries to copyright Snort like how Paris Hilton tried to copyright That's Hot?
We're making artistic works and we can just do what we want.
Dude, anyone snorts, they owe me a nickel. Anyone snorts, they owe me a nickel. Springtime comes. Yes, I'm rich. I'm rich. 3 days later, guys, the casino. They have these ways to take money out of your card. Dude, I didn't do anything wrong. I was sure to win. I had a plan and everything to win at the casino. But they took all my money, and I don't know what to do.
Given enough kind of perspective that this at least makes sense now. But again, the bottom line is we don't know. when it comes to movies and television, it's
We
not
do
really
know.
defined there. Like, how much of a percentage of a work can or can't be used? And
Depends on the company.
It's just never been hashed out. So
They've had
now-
people that like, all right, I had the trailer play in the background while I did the
So,
review,
we'll see. I
got
think
copyright
going
claimed.
forward, if anything,
Another
I think you would
movie
think
companies
that
be like,
they would go
"Oh,
for it for something,
you had like
but at
12
the
minutes
same
for a movie
time,
in your
it
review?
seems like, again,
Yeah,
they
what do we
both
care?
content creators and
It
publishers
depends on the
what
company,
information
depends on what they're looking
have
for at the
will be
time.
benefiting from it. So
Depends
why
on what
not
you
have a
use, how much you
end that
use.
relationship by suing, and then
Again, like with
basically
video
have
games, like,
a
hey,
definitive
don't show the
not
ending. It's a
benefit either of
it's a
us.
twist reveal, whatever. Don't show the ending.
Um,
I'm gonna show the ending because I'm
That's the thing, if a
DSP.
publisher
Ah,
says,
copyright
"Oh,
claim.
it's our legal property no matter what. Say goodbye to your advertising. No one's going to be doing displays.
Come on,
Shit
DSP,
like
come to my
that.
house, get that nickel I owe you.
Once
Actually, no, that's my second store, so that's 2 nickels I owe you.
the
No, I'll even be nice and give you a whole
100%,
dime
the publisher would be
instead of 2
pissed off
nickels,
and
weigh
say,
you
"Well,
down
that's not
less."
right." And now you have other things. We're gonna try to put money back in other ways to nickel and dime the consumer.
This is fucking
We'll
great.
see moving forward. All right, but that's the situation. It's a gray area, but as long as we believe that we're making a unique artistic work when we play a game, that's how we feel that we're protected by fair use as a transformative work. Okay?
God.
Cody Carl's cheered and says, how many actual cheers and tips are actual from people with good intentions? And how many do you think are trying to bait me out? I have no idea. Hey, tipped me $1 and basically, publishers and saying that the game publishers have the right to do whatever they want because when you buy that license, you don't have a right to make a Let's Play. I just talked about it in depth and I told you, my perspective. So there you go. Keem Scarce
You're an idiot.
MK1 has resub for 3 months in a row and says, hello, DSP, glad to be a 3-month sub. Shout out to Ghost Politics. No idea who that is, but thank you for the 3-month resub. Okay. Continuing on.
Stop giving him money, people.
The next question is from The Emperor. And he asked the following. He says, Phil, first off, I'm happy to continue to make your content through thick and thin. My first question is, bear with me, I'm a big fan of games considered interactive dramas. Games that are heavily story-driven, but have minimal actual gameplay.
Like
Games
Until
like
Dawn.
Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain, Life is Strange, etc.
Love Life
These
is
games,
Strange.
at least in a point in time, and to an extent now, are a decisive issue, and there are two sides to it. The side that I'm on, which always says that a game is about entertainment, and if it's entertaining, that's all that's going to matter. The other side is that gameplay is the only thing that matters, or at least the most important thing in a game, and if they don't have it, it's not a game. One example is the reviews of Beyond Two Souls, which were extremely polarized. What are your thoughts on interactive dramas?
I say I love Until Dawn. It was the first game I beat on a PlayStation 4. First game I platinum on PlayStation 4.
All right, it is a game. It's a video game. You buy it. You can interact with it. You can create artistic work with it. As I just said, a gameplay experience. It may be a very severely limited gameplay experience compared to other games out there, but it's still a game. Now, is it a good or bad game? That's the subjective thing that people are judging when they make game reviews and the like, and they say, "Oh, this game sucks."
Well, he
because it doesn't
picks
have
what questions
legit
he
gameplay, it
answers.
doesn't have enough gameplay or
He could have 200
challenge
questions and pick
factors.
5.
The other major thing I hear about these games, they play themselves. You could literally just sit there tapping, not paying any attention, and you beat the game because they don't really have any skill level to them. So, is it really a game or is it really an interactive?
Not really true.
No, they're definitely games. They're
Until
well,
Dawn, you still have to do
definitely
stuff. Life is Strange, you still have to do stuff. The
definitely
Telltale
good
games, you still have to
no
do
matter how
stuff.
you spin it. The question is, are they good? And that's really where people
Question though would be,
okay.
what was it? I just uploaded the Tales of Wedding Rings VR first look.
Let's be.
I thought it was a game.
Here.
Turns out it's an interactive experience in VR, which, you know what? Totally worth the money. It was actually really good. I was surprised by how good it was. And it's definitely something, if you know someone who loves animes or mangas, definitely something like, hey, put on the headset, check this out. Half an hour later, like, what? Spend half an hour? I know, right? You don't notice how time moves in VR. It is amazing. I love it.
One of my most successful and most entertaining and most applauded playthroughs that I've ever done in my entire existence on YouTube, because it's a narrative-based situation. There's a mystery aspect. You don't really know what's going on or what the outcome's going to be. There's a lot of suspense and drama, which allows me to have interest in commentary on it. Of course, there's interactions with quick time
Nothing interesting about you.
story choices that could lead to one thing or another happening in the game. I mean, I was so invested in Heavy Rain. At the end of the game, I thought that
Oof, Spider-Man Far From Home currently grossed
and when I thought
$1 billion. Just broke $1 billion. All right, go Spider-Man Far From Home.
I was so
Still sucks that
emotionally
Spider-Man Into
invested
the
in
Spider-Verse
the
only made
story,
375 million.
that I refused
But being
to have the
animated,
child
kinda
die
understand.
because I might have fucked up a QuickTime event.
Deserves more money though.
So that being said, pretty interesting that those games can be so emotionally investing and really grip you, because I feel they actually have some of the more dramatic, robust stories, character development, and the like, compared to other games these days and age when a lot of the stuff is just about gameplay. Well, let's do a direct comparison of those style of games versus Sekiro. Does Sekiro have a story? Of course it does. Does Sekiro have a robust, interesting story with tons of character development that you actually care about anyone in the game? Fuck no. That game is about...
Yes, I'm glad I made enough
combat,
to make it a
about
sequel. I
perfect
can't wait for the
parries,
sequel, and hopefully the
flashy,
sequel makes more money.
Flourishes and getting counter hits on your enemies.
Honestly, let's see.
Overwhelming odds.
Looking at
giant
this, I got
bosses.
Until Dawn, I got Hidden
That's what Sekiro's
Agenda,
about.
made by the same
Playing
company.
Sekiro, wow, I got story
But I also
here.
got
Sekiro.
Fallout
That's not what you're
4,
playing
or I
for.
got Life is
See what I mean?
Strange, Mass Effect,
Different strokes for
Andromeda,
different
Mirror's
folks.
Edge,
People play
Catalyst,
video games for
Uncharted
different things. Some people
4.
play video games just to chill. I really thoroughly enjoy just playing games where I can just sit here and relax. I'm not really caring about the game at all. We're talking to you.
I like variety. No, I like Horizon Zero Dawn, but I also like Life is Strange, and I also like first-person shooters, and I like interactive stuff.
Then there's Sekiro, where I'm like this the whole time. Oh god, period. Oh, desperate to survive. Oh. And then you got the hybrid games, you know.
If
in a case like
games that are just walking simulators are real games or not.
Instead of being focused on the gameplay, you're focused on the story. You know, when I played Detroit Become Human last year, I was guessing, man, what's going on behind the scenes? What's really going on with these androids that are going rogue and now having this unique consciousness? How did this happen?
Detroit Become Human would have been better if they cut out the one female droid. Everything that happened with her is like, I don't care. Give me more of the detective stuff. Give me more of the other one. Can't remember his name.
Versus actually thinking about something going on.
Everything that happened with the one is like, I just don't care.
Testament to video games is that there's now
should have made her the detective and just gotten rid of Connor.
There's such a big variety of stuff out there that you can get a game and play it.
Marcus, thank you.
And still enjoy it.
I liked Marcus and I liked Connor. The other one, Karen, Sharon, whatever.
Drama, a romance.
I just didn't care.
Different experiences that you can get enjoyment out of for
like, oh no, the little girl. I don't care.
There's 10 games that came out this month.
But the detective stuff was great. The Marcus stuff was awesome.
Like NES-style old school platformers, and they're all, it's the same deal. It's not like that anymore. Now every game is a robust and different experience. So
I think I saved everyone. No, I got Connor killed. Damn it, I forgot about that. Pissed me off.
I really very much enjoy them, and I think that they end up.
Well, that's what I like about it. Quiet is like I did the
Actually was a really good.
Played him as Martin Luther King Jr. first time. And if I play it again, I'm turning him into Murderbot. Karma Kid, $2. I'm working here.
But I did 2 full playthroughs of the game, and people loved the both times. You see what I mean? It's rare in this day and age when I can even play a game twice in a row, and people would care about the second run. But these narrative-based games, a lot of the times I can do that. Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain, Until Dawn.
That's how when I do play Detroit Become Human again, I'll be not much. Him bitching.
Game that's a narrative-based experience. All right.
Him lying. Him talking about stuff he doesn't know about.
Life is Strange as a series. The first game had an ongoing mystery element. There was a girl who had disappeared and or died at school. No one knows the true story of what happened, and that's kind of an ongoing thing going on behind the scenes. At the same time, there's a girl...
God, I love Life is Strange. Before the Storm was good, too. I've not played the Adventures of the Kid, whatever, or Life is Strange 2. I'm waiting for all of them to be out before I buy them.
In addition to that, there's this weird supernatural element that a storm is coming and is going to destroy the town. So you've got all this crazy stuff going on in Life is Strange. You're like, wow, this is a really good plot element. I'm hooked the whole time you play the game. You're riveted on what's going to happen next. Then you got Life is Strange Before the Storm. No supernatural element, no actual powers, no ongoing mystery.
It was still
nothing.
good.
It's boring. It's a story about 2 teenage girls messing around, making bad decisions. It's boring as dirt. And
how was it? Oh my god, how was it boring? Because you see them becoming friends, you see them getting close, and you're like, the whole time you're like, no. Don't get close to her, don't get close to her. Because I know how this ends, don't. And then the bonus episode that you got if you pre-ordered it, oh my god. Because I didn't know what it was, just know we get the pre-order bonus. Play it, then when you realize what day it is, like, Oh no, I know what today is.
Sekiro, where, oh, it's all
Like,
about
don't
combat.
don't cry. You're live streaming this game. Don't cry while you're live streaming this game. Oh my god, I can't believe this is that day.
A very heavy focus on that narrative being gripping at all times. And if you have an entire episode, like the last episode of Life is Strange 2, they spent the majority of the time hanging out with hippies in the forest. I don't know who works over at Don't Nod. Hippies in the forest aren't interesting. That's why they live in the fucking forest. No one fucking wants to be with them because they're fucking boring people. No one.
I live streamed the whole thing for Detroit Become Human, but
hippies in the forest. So that's what I mean, like.
But like the guy's like, I don't have a job, I don't have any money. Then why do you have 2 droids? If you don't have a,
if anything, Life is Strange shows.
If you don't have a job, you don't have money, then what do you have 2 droids for? That twist made no sense.
It's pretty silly.
But the Marcus and the counter thing were great.
I like narrative-based games. I do. In fact, Telltale Games, which went out of business, I mean, had some of the best narrative-based games with The Walking Dead seasons 1 and 2. I would say Tales from the Borderlands was really good. You know, they had a few really... Oh, of course, no one's going to forget...
Nope. Still on the same question.
Oh, my God. What the hell was it called? The one with the Grimm's Fairy Tales characters. I can't remember what it's called right now. But anyway, those games were all amazing. All right. Sadly, Telltale Games fell apart when, again, they became oversaturated, making the same kind of game over and over, and a lot of the plots weren't very good. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy, meh. Definitely Game of Thrones was terrible. You know,
and no job, 2 droids. But Johnny has no money. So then why do you have 2 droids? Get rid of them.
But yeah, do you see what I mean? Like those games
made no sense. That twist.
Directly, not on the level of gameplay, but on the level of the narrative and how well written and gripping it is. So
how no one reacted to her as a
game. You have to make sure you have this insanely good story, or else who's going to care about it?
Because they're an interactive story, dude.
You see what I mean?
But yeah, the twist made no sense because like really not a single person, not a single droid. And all of Detroit recognized her as a droid. Really? Really?
Now that I've actually played some narrative-based games like Game of Thrones, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Life is Strange Before the Storm, I now understand how they're not necessarily the best thing ever, and they could really be a huge ripoff. Because what incentive do you ever have to go back to?
I like the Game of Thrones one. Damn it!
Game like Sekiro, where there's tons of,
I hate that's not going to get a sequel to it though.
A lot out of it. If you play through a story narrative-based game and it sucks, the story's bad.
Yeah, the guy that had 2 droids but no job and no money.
So, my opinion is they can be great. They are real games. They do deserve respect. They're just another.
Oh man, the Batman ones were so good.
Video game can be. It may be very different from a game.
And I love that you can play it 2 different ways. Like that is awesome. I'm gonna get the Joker in there. I'm sorry, John Doe. John Doe was great. One of my favorite incantations of the Joker.
And said, "Is there any way you can post the codes of the Mario Maker levels you play on Twitter?" Well, Shao Kahn Artist, they're all publicly available in the videos. In my Mario Maker 2 streams that I've been doing, every time I bring up a stage, it's in the video, the code.
It's in the video, dude.
Post those up on Twitter when you could just watch the videos, and if you like that stage you're seeing me play, you could just, you know, do it yourself. But no, I'm not keeping a running tally of those stages. I'm just doing them live in the videos, and then like I'll delete the emails that I get. So I don't have like, oh, I've played these 25 stages and here's all the codes. I don't have like a running database of that. So sadly, I wouldn't be able to share that on Twitter. Okay. Thank you for the $7 tip. That is the biggest tip today, Shao Kahn Artist, and I appreciate that.
Thanks for the money, dummy.
Thanks so far, everyone who's contributed. Let's continue on. Okay. All right, I see people being assholes, and now they're all going to get timed out.
Lean in, manual ban.
Got to time out a couple people being dickheads.
Ah, all right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I like the Game of Thrones one. And for some reason, I did not like the Walking Dead one.
So I felt that maybe I should bring it up. He says, "Hey Phil, just wondering what your opinion is."
I did not like the Walking Dead one, but I only got through like part of season 1. I just couldn't get through it.
There are guys that will play the shit out of the new Call of Duty for a year straight, and then they just move right on to the next one without ever playing the other game franchise or genre at all. I asked because as someone who was like that with Street Fighter in the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah, but he bitched about not having any money too much. If you don't have any money, then why do you have 2 fucking droids?
Like you did when you started doing YouTube. Well, I think there's actually two parts.
All right, let's say, all right, fine, well, because he's making enough money off of drugs. Then how does it make sense that no one in the entire city of Detroit, riddled with droids, and go, hey, that's a droid.
Right? And then you got all I do is play Call of Duty and make videos and streams of Call of Duty, and that's what I'm known for on the internet, right? Now, in regards
Take a sip.
to Barack Obama and his question, he references my past with Street Fighter. So for those who don't know about my past with Street Fighter, all two of you, allow me to elaborate.
Going about Street Fighter.
Playing Street Fighter in our video arcades. I played Street Fighter 2 through every single version ever. And I basically played them in the arcades as long as arcades held up until most arcades closed down in the United States that were meant for competitive fighting games and instead became like ticket centers, okay? I had a very heavy...
No.
90s that I started attending tournaments regularly, and through the early to mid to even almost late 2000s, I say all the way through like 2007, I was trying to be a major part of the competitive fighting game scene in the United States. And during this time frame, I'd say roughly 7 to 8 years.
I finished fourth. Finished fourth in Evo, dude.
I didn't play many console video games. Really, the only games that I played were Street Fighter, console versus a Street Fighter at home, playing with my friends, then going to the arcades and playing, going to tournaments and playing. This was my thing. This was my hobby. This was how I got my enjoyment, the competitive fuel of going across the country and facing people from other regions of the world. And the thing was, back then it was very different than today. Today, you have YouTube, you have live streaming. Immediately when a game
As I played through it on live stream as well, and it was a good story.
Every character in every game.
I actually think I played it twice due to different options and all that.
Like that, it was actually very exciting because you could.
I'm pretty sure I played it twice to get all the different options.
Arcade for a month or two, go across state lines and play other people, and all of a sudden you're
Do Crusader.
totally different strategies.
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
That are being used at a high competitive level.
Dang, that's gonna be stuck in my head now.
Like your jaw would drop, and you would have so much fun doing that. Okay, so for me, competitive Street Fighter became
nice.
my thing. I didn't really care about other game franchises.
Talking about
anything else, it was like tunnel
Street
vision.
Fighter for some
This
reason.
is it for me. This is gaming for me. Is Street Fighter.
They didn't ask him about Street Fighter, but
That was
somehow
my
we got
life.
on Street
That was it.
Fighter.
Like, that was what I was focused on, competitive Street Fighter. Then I decided to change it up around 2007 when I got a back injury and I couldn't really travel that much anymore. You know, I used to be the guy who would drive across the country and I would carpool with 3-4 of my friends in the back of my car and drive us to tournaments and the like. And when I couldn't do that anymore because my back was screwed up, basically that all came
My
to
back,
a
dude.
And I
Bullshit.
started to find other things to do with my life, and I kind of opened myself up again to where has gaming come. And I was blown away by how far gaming had advanced in the 8
Yeah, this is from the $7 tip.
You know, I think the first game I played was Grand Theft Auto 4.
So you can spend $20 on Patreon for 3 months in a row, $20 a piece, so $60. Or you can spend $7 and get this.
Music and everything. I was like, I can't believe this is what's happened to gaming. It's so different than when I played it, you know, the late 90s.
I suck at all fighter games, so I can't give a real opinion on which is best. I've played Mortal Kombat, I've played Street Fighter, I've played the DBZ stuff, I've got my ass kicked in all of them.
I had such excessive tunnel vision. Alright.
I did like the Injustice games, as I thought they had a cool story and it was cool to play with the DC characters.
It's not fun, it's not
But other than that, I just get my ass kicked over and over again, and it's sad.
People in the store were telling me about hot new game releases and how they really enjoyed them. I was like,
Still like them, though.
Whatever, Street Fighter, man. I don't care about all that kiddie shit, you know? And I just didn't understand. I was completely oblivious to everything going around me, that there were other amazing gameplay experiences that I was completely missing out on because I was a Street Fighter, Street Fighter, Street Fighter. I remember at one...
Street Fighter, dude.
When basically Evolution, which is the national fighting game tournament in the United States, kind of the biggest one in the country, started bringing in games that were not considered hardcore competitive fighting games, like Smash Brothers. One year they did Mario Kart for some reason because they wanted sponsorship for Nintendo. So when they brought these games in, I was like so against it. I was like, these games.
So it's hilarious how no one wanted to play it, so no one showed up except for him.
Garbage, you know, very ignorant, very uninformed, and quite frankly, again, that tunnel vision. Why would anyone want to play anything but Street Fighter at a high competitive level? All these other games are inferior. I remember one year, Evo shared a tournament venue with a Halo tournament, and all we did the entire tournament was make fun of the Halo players. How they all looked like nerds, and they just sat there playing with their controllers, their stupid shooty games. And
him making fun of people.
It was very stupid, very dumb, very uninformed, very immature.
Over the looks, like how?
I was in,
When you look like him.
All I knew about, okay? So now,
Is
the
he even
last,
next month? No,
10
it can't be
years of my
next month
life,
already. It just
my
happened.
horizons have been way
No.
widened. Now I really don't care about the competitive fighting game scene anymore, quite frankly.
Let's Google that.
Honestly, I think that it's changed way for the worse. Although some people would argue it's changed for the better because it got bigger and more popular. I think it's way different now. Back then,
Friday, August 2nd to Sunday, August 4th.
Today, most people play it
Oh, it
to
is.
get
It's a
attention
couple
for
weeks from
themselves
now.
and to make money, which is so different than playing it for.
I feel like it just happened,
I got that
though.
amazing feeling of learning something new, meeting people.
Like, did last year's Evo happen, Art?
So even though I had tunnel vision,
Man.
I kind of feel that I was doing it for the right reason. But ever since
Are you going to
I started
compete
doing
or to watch,
YouTuber
Ann?
and playing a variety of games, I'll openly admit, man, was I just so biased and wrong about a lot of the stuff that I had these misconceptions.
Getting old and
about
slow,
back then.
dude.
Games that I thought weren't competitive, they absolutely are. Just very ignorant and young and stupid, right? So in that regard, getting back to the question that Barack Obama asked, he says, what about people who literally only play one game franchise, that's all they care about? I can understand it. If you're 100% into
Eating food and
every time
supporting
you
a
sit
friend
down
is
and
always
play Call of
good.
Duty, you have a blast, and you love playing against people online and having different gameplay experiences depending on who you're playing against, and you travel to events and tournaments where you meet other people and you're having this good, robust, fun experience for yourself. You could totally get caught up in just Call of Duty, and I can understand why that becomes your end-all be-all. There's people like that with Minecraft. There's people like that right now with Fortnite, okay? And I get that. I totally get it.
I totally get it, dude.
It. But I do feel that when you...
He doesn't answer like 5 questions as a client. I don't have enough questions. 5 questions later. Oh, guys, I ran it too much. I'm going to have to call it a night. See ya.
World of gaming. When you actually don't look at the whole gamut of what's available and you're just looking at this one little pinpoint...
Dear Crusader.
You basically become very ignorant and you become very misinformed. And that's okay if that's all you care about. But for me, now...
What style of music, Sandrock?
8 years of my life, and I'm like, man, there was so much shit that I missed out on as a gamer because I was
so much I missed out on as a gamer.
Cool,
what about as a person? What have you missed out on as a person over the past 10 years of locking yourself up in a house, hiding from everyone, refusing to go outside, refusing to make friends? What have you missed there? Oh, wait, he doesn't care about any of that. Take a sip.
That being said, I'm going to get another idiot. Let's get rid of him.
Lean in manual band. Metal's always good. Kitsune up.
If you're someone who's just into that, and by the way, it was funny because when I first started covering YouTube, all right, I went to a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 premiere party that was held at my.
If you've not watched the Down the Rabbit Hole video, people, watch it.
It was a ginormous, huge release. Everyone wanted the game. There was hundreds of people who showed up. They were playing
nerds
in the mall. They were having fun. They were lining up to pick up their copy of the game. It was like a big media event. And these people were people who primarily this is all they play. All they care about is Call of Duty. They've been waiting all year for Modern Warfare 2. Finally comes out, it's released. Now they're super ecstatic about it. And
exactly. If he stopped banning people, he'd have probably 1,000 people in his chat right now.
I get it. A
lot of people that go to Tevin is because I got banned from DSP chat. I'm going to go to Tevin's chat.
If all you do is focus
stop banning people. Unban everyone. Let them throw money at you and collect it. You'd make a lot more money if you did, dude. Just saying.
All you care about, I get it. But just don't be ignorant and insult other gamers, because that's what I used to do. I used to be an ignorant, immature young guy who was like, oh, people who play Smash, those are just dumb kids, and people who play Mario Kart, and people who are playing these RPGs, fuck all that shit. That's just kiddie shit. Street Fighter's where it's at, man. I'm a real man, and
you're not a real man. We've seen how long you last when you masturbate. All 5 seconds. You're not a real man.
Now I know that, but back then that was like how we all were. Everyone in the community was like that. Like, fuck everyone else, just play Street Fighter. Okay, now the other thing that I just want to briefly address is content creators who only play one
2004, so 15 years ago.
I think that there's enough variety out there.
I mean, like 22, 23 then when he went to Evo, right?
Play one style of game or even one franchise in particular. There are people who still just play Call of Duty, and that's okay.
And you insult them as no life loser nunnicks.
Kind of content you can put out, and understand that there's going to be a time when if those games lose prominence, you're pretty much screwed. You know what I mean? Like, what if all you do is play Street Fighter? And then Street Fighter, 5, as is what's happening right now, is losing prominence. It's kind of falling out of favor. No one really cares about it anymore. What are you going to do?
Play Street Fighter 4.
What are you going to make, right?
Play Street Fighter 3.
Be careful about that. You're pigeonholing yourself.
Play Street Fighter 2.
So much available out there. I always say when it comes to someone like that, that it's a
He'll never
bet.
practice what he preached,
See
dude.
someone
He
like
preaches too
Maximus,
much.
Who, yeah, he does competitive fighting game stuff. He does a lot of it. But at the same time, he diversifies himself and plays a lot of other games so that he's not pigeonholed into this one thing. And God forbid, if fighting games have another crash like they actually did, because they did, fighting games crashed about 2002 through like 2007. Until Street Fighter 4 came out, there was like a 6-year gap where nothing was going on major with fighting games and no one really cared about them.
Right.
You don't want to have a 6-year drought, now you have nothing to do, right? You got to diversify yourself, and Maximilian's been someone who's been very smart about it and done that so that he has an audience that will watch him play other games too, so that he can keep making fun content even if fighting games fall.
But Crusader, they're wrong, and he has to make sure that they know that they're wrong.
He's a very smart, intelligent
He's
guy
the
with
only one that
he's done
matters.
over the years.
Speaking of the one that matters, let's see what he's at for
Fart Blasted Face
views.
hit me $1, wondering if I will take another shower session so you can see my hairy shoulder.
509.
Maybe.
509
Bill
watching
hit me
him.
$1 and says, I'm going to sell bacon cheeseburger water. Your fan base will buy it at $50 a pop. Yes, in fact, that was one of the new plugs I was going to start doing on this stream. DSP's cheeseburger water.
And Get the Gear, Soul
Only
Calibur,
actually
Blaze
gets
Blue,
$40 a pop.
Mortal
I wanted to
Kombat,
appeal more to a more widespread audience. Yeah,
Dragon Ball
that's what I want,
Fighters,
so.
a new Samurai Showdown that he refused to play.
The $2 and
You play fighting games. Here's a fighting game. That's new. No, I'm not going to play it.
Intelligence from some people. I think.
Yeah, Quiet just pointed out,
I
like,
think we have time for one more quick
because he was playing
question.
Sekiro and he's held up his controller and he's holding it like he's doing it like this.
We'll take a break.
Like, who plays like that?
So the next question is from
Quiet figured it
Tyler
out. It's
Simba.
how you play at an arcade.
Tyler Simba
You
asked the
do
following.
that with the controls. You don't go, no, button, button, button. You do the buttons like that on an arcade cabinet. And so that might be one of his reasons why he fucks up on games so much, because he's like, X squared, circle, dun, 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 dun. Like a weirdo.
Customer base for the 3DS,
Jump
2DS,
Force.
or whatever you want to call it, because there's a million models of it now. But if you haven't noticed, the game development for it has slowed down. Like, for example, when I first started as a content creator on YouTube, there were games constantly out for it that people would ask me, are you going to play this one? Are you going to play this one? Then I finally got a capture device for the thing in like 2015, and I maybe played 3 or 4 games on it. And since then, there's really like nothing that's really interesting to me as a mainstream gamer. Like, I just don't really care about the games that come out for the 3DS anymore. They're just more like frivolous, things that don't really interest me. I mean, at one point, there used to be major game releases for handheld consoles that it was a must-have,
Still are.
right? And now it's kind of like not anymore. You're
The
right.
Switch is a handheld
Carl-
console.
excuse me, got Cody Carls. Tyler Simba, sorry. I saw Cody Carls in the stream chat. You're right, Tyler Simba. With the Switch now basically going to be sold as a handheld, I think what's going to happen is you can count on most people who are looking for handhelds are going to go to the Switch because now you got the better graphics. You know what I mean? The more robust gameplay experiences on the go on this new Switch version. And the price is good. The price is, what, $200? Which, I mean, honestly, the 3DS, sure. I think you can get a 3DS now for about $100. But still, if you can get graphics that are so much better, big first-party gameplay experiences that are crazy, robust, and interesting.
God,
Here's
I am so tempted to buy a Switch, but my issue...
On the 3DS. The other thing is...
Vacation. Oh my god, that's been the only time I would have ever played it. It was when I went on my vacation up north. And there's no internet, there's no electronics, there's nothing.
Yes, and I want touchscreen gameplay. No one cares about that. Those gimmicks have
But then again, I spent so much time outside that I got sunburnt to shit.
The Switch is sufficient.
So I've had time to play the Switch.
And I think you're right. I think that now that the Switch
Yeah, I saw that Walmart has like those gaming cabinets, and one of them is like exclusively Street Fighters. One of them has a Gauntlet and Rampage on it.
Developers are going to say, well,
If you could add games to them, or like, alright, here's a flash drive, go to the website, download this game for $9.99, stick it in the cabinet, you can now play that game on the cabinet, I'd have one. I don't know where the hell I'd put it, but I'd have one. Because I'd probably have 20 different games on there.
And I think they know this. I think they've seen the DS sales.
I think it'd be kind of bad though, because then I wouldn't show up to work.
Care about the DS anymore, and that's why they're doing this. With
Like, how come you haven't been to work the past couple days? Well, I got a cabinet with every game from my childhood.
Handheld console up front, but they knew that they wanted to get it as an installed console in people's homes first before they did that, and they wanted to milk
Like,
as much as they
seriously.
could out of the DS before the end of its life cycle.
If I could have all these different games from my childhood on a cabinet and play them like
Let's
that,
take a break.
you bet your
Alright?
bottom dollar I'm going to
Live
be playing it.
stream, it'll be about a 10-15 minute break.
There's a
I'll come
place
back.
called,
If you're on YouTube.
oh, now I can't remember the name of it. There's a bar. It was like, this half is the bar, this half is old video game cabinets. Love going there and playing video game cabinets
Thanks
on
so
there.
much, everyone, for everything. I appreciate it. And I'll be back shortly with more. Thanks, everyone. See you in a bit.
Are you taking a break from what? Taking a break from what? Let's see what his chat does. Oh, he's got to play ads, though. Let's see, get a frog mascot. Moose Museum.
Shave, trim, and style in one stroke. Brawn designed for
Time for them a 30-minute break, you idiots. Better have some good questions for me when I get back. We're going to mute that because that's annoying. A break from what? Let's see how long he's gone. Let's start a timer. Essentials, clocks, stop, reset, start. And whatever it's at, we'll add a minute to it since I didn't start it right away. How is he? He was on for about an hour and a half. So he sat there and he talked for an hour and a half and he answered 3 questions. Of course, part of that was his pre-stream, obviously, but 3 questions answered so far. 3 questions. An hour and a half. And now he's got to go on a break. He's got to go on a fucking break after sitting there and doing nothing. So normally he doesn't play ads, he just makes people sit there in silence. Another ad. Uh-oh. I'm surprised you know who isn't restreaming. I'm guessing Tevin's not restreaming. Yeah, he's probably working or something. He's on vacation like me. What the hell? Oh, there's ad number 4. Ad number 5. I just, PayPal's got to get their money, dude. So we had 5 ads, and then we get back to this trash. Ask the King. He's had 3 questions answered so far. And he had to go on a break. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon his time. He has to go on a break. Goddamn, I got like an hour to go and then I gotta get ready. No. I have an hour and a half to go and then I gotta get ready for the movie. Can't wait. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. As always, can't get anyone else to go because no one else wants to go to the movies. I just... This is hilarious. He works so hard for that money, guys. So hard. Why aren't you giving him more money? He needs that money. He really does. To pay his bills. Give him more money. Or he's going to end up living in a van down by the river. Because he has to do a pre-stream. He has to do a pre-stream no matter what. What was it like? He was doing a stream. The power went out for like, it was only a couple minutes. He got something back up. And he did another pre-stream. It was only about 20 minutes long. Mind you, like, power was down for 5 minutes. Gets everything reset. And he did another 20-minute pre-stream. Because he has to do it. It's part of his autistic spectrum thing. Where he has to do it. If he doesn't do it, he can't function. God. Hey, can you imagine him at a real job? Guys, it's been an hour and a half. I need to go on break. You don't get a break for another hour and a half. But I've been working for an hour and a half. I need to go on a break. No. Let's see. It's been almost 5 minutes so far. 5 minutes and nothing. Let's see, his chat's not doing anything too stupid yet. Lots of frogs in it, though. Wow, that's such riveting videos. It's all gonna get all uploaded to YouTube. Nah, more likely he's downstairs drinking gin. Let's see, he's at 380. He was at 505 before the break. Before the break, he was at 505. He's down to 384. Great way to make more money and grow organically, dude. Over 6 minutes now. Strawberry mint sounds good. Strawberry mint bleach, not so much. Not the bald spot. It's not a bald spot. It's where the hair parts, dude. It's my mom's fault. Everything's my mom's fault. It's never my fault. This is just the greatest live stream I've ever watched. This may in fact be the best live stream ever. Over 7 minutes now. And for what? He's just all right, guys, going on a break, bye. For what? What are you taking a break for? What are you taking a break from? You don't work. That's right, guys. Now's the perfect time for you to send me money. Check out my Streamlabs. Check out my Patreon. Check out my books. What was it? Redford Lupe got 2 of my books. He donated $5 to my Patreon, so he got 2 books. Innocent Monster and Horse Suspense Thriller. Dead air. 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 Yeah, guys, check out my books. My actually when I was on vacation, I wrote a lot. I got like 50-some pages written for the next in the Unique series. But yeah, check out my books, check out my Streamlabs, check out my Patreon, or you can send me money over Super Chat, or you can just hit that thumbs up button, share this out to your friends, watch my other videos. Find something that you like. You know what? How about we do this? Media. Time when ready. Now I'll do window capture. You guys about to get an exclusive first look at one of my videos. Where is it? We'll skip the intro. All right, let's see if this works. Window capture. No. There we go. All right, let's do this. First look exclusive at one of my new videos I made today.
Up to about $20 in tips, I think. But in reality, here's the other thing, guys, and I talked about this before, and I'll say it again. People who actually support me understand.
Almost 10 minutes.
Tip $1, it doesn't really help that much.
As little as $1 helps. $1. I'm pretty sure everyone can afford $1 if The bottom line is, if everyone who watched my stuff gave $1 a month, I would never have to worry about ad revenue on YouTube or views. I could come out here every day completely free of any kind of that kind of pressure and just say, I do what I want. You know, as little as $1 helps.
That when you tip $1, it doesn't really help that much. Ruby Atomic here says it's not like something the Patreon is asking too much. $1 could go a long way. Would that be true? Yeah, I mean, people don't realize that. Again, I've said this many times. The people who are the most successful with crowdfunded things, it's not because 1 or 2 people stepped up and gave a ton of money.
It's not that someone walked up to the hobo and gave him 10 grand.
And everyone gives a little. You know, if I had thousands of people pledging to my Patreon $1 a month, it would be amazing. It would actually like turn things around completely for me. And how many people can afford $1?
You'd blow it all at the casino.
When you tip $1, it doesn't really help that much. When you tip $1, it doesn't really help that much. When you tip $1, it doesn't really help that much.
Yeah. Easily amused. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Well, then that was easily amusing. Keep at it. And I've never heard of gout being hereditary. Either you eat like shit and don't work out, or you do eat well and you do work out. When you get it up and running quite, I could probably throw some videos on there. Oh yeah, he definitely misses Emerald 7 and Tut. I would say, when he had, 1 million views a month, right? No, although a lot of those were the same people. So let's say just 10,000 individuals watch all his, 500, 800 to 1,000 videos a week that he put up. Not a joke. So let's say 10,000 people watch and they each gave him $1. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't be enough because he makes 10,000 a month now and it's not enough. We're currently over 12 minutes, going on 13. 13-minute break, and for what? 100 accounts that are probably in there from Amazon Prime. He's at 371. Streamer's been alive for 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 36 seconds. And he's only worked for about an hour and a half of it. Went from 505 to 371. This is just sad. I meant his viewers, not his subs. His viewers is at 371. How much longer is he gonna take? It's already been it's going on 14 minutes. I'm going through watching his chat and all that, and it's like, did he end the stream? Like, no, he didn't end the stream. He just went on a break. That'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. He goes on a break, and something pops up. Oh no, I gotta go take care of this. If he gets to come back and tell everyone, oh, hey guys, I gotta go do something. Cat's water bursts, and I gotta go to the hospital. Gotta check that Kiwi Farms, make sure they haven't found the wedding certificate yet. Which, if Kiwi Farms can't find it, it doesn't exist. I'd put $100 on it. If they can't find it, give them a couple months more to look for it. Up here we go, he's back. That's why I had him on mute because he was annoying as shit.
Elon Musk, and he is actually correct. Okay. Let me get my hat back on here. We shall resume with Ask the King. Yes.
He's probably going through... Resume with Ask the King. Then you went away again. What the fuck? So it started yet. It's been 15 minutes.
Mail, motherfucker!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, DSP here, and welcome to part 2 of Ask the King, episode 77 for July 25th.
15-minute break for
If you're watching
nothing.
on YouTube and you haven't seen part 1 yet, it should be available right here on this channel, so give it a look. If you're watching on stream, welcome back. Just a reminder, I am still answering forum and Twitter questions, but at one point I will open this up more to an open forum for the stream chatters. Okay?
You just went on
All right,
a
let's
half-hour
see what the
rant
question-
because someone tipped you $7.
Excuse me.
What the hell did I do to my
Cody
glasses?
Carls. And Cody Carls says the following. He says, Phil, you mentioned recently on a stream that you were pulled over by the police for following a friend home, but you didn't want to explain the whole story at the time. I don't recall ever hearing this story. Could you possibly elaborate?
Uh-oh, he doesn't have any
It's
friends.
not a very complex story. When I was a teenager / in my early 20s, I had friends.
You had friends, now you don't.
Fighter and the like. Some of them were real cool, and some of them were assholes. What can you do? I had one friend who owned a, oh God, what was it? I'm trying to remember what kind of car it was, because at the time, late 90s, early 2000s, it was considered like a nicer car for a kid to have. I can't 100% remember what car it was, okay? But anyway, so I was following him because he was going somewhere. We were going somewhere together. I think it was someone's house or something. Probably a place.
That's one thing that keeps me from saying 100% he's having a kid, because he would have killed himself by now.
He's going to fly down the roads and weave around the streets or whatever. Now, keep in mind, this was before the era of GPS. It wasn't like I could use a GPS to find the address of where I was going. I had to follow him. And he was basically doing this to be a complete asshole.
But they
Because
have
I wanted to
maps.
lose him or whatever. This will be funny, right? So I'm doing my best to try to stay behind him and not...
You go, hey, what's the address? I'll look it up on a map.
All of a sudden, he pulls out in front of this store. I think it was a Home Depot, if I remember correctly. And he
Probably
blows
don't.
the light. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So I blew the light. Woo! A cop alarm or a cop siren goes off. I look behind me. I was like, oh, of course. I'm
Shotgun
stuck
wedding.
now because this asshole did this. I'm the one who gets in trouble, right? So I got pulled over.
It wasn't his fault. He did everything correct.
You know, looked me up and down.
It wasn't his fault. He ran the red light.
And he says, you know what you did wrong, right? I said, yeah, and if you really want to know, I'll tell you. I don't know if you really care why I did it, you know. So he's looking everything over, and he goes to his car, he calls it in, comes back about, a couple minutes later, he goes, all right, he goes, listen, you don't have any record or nothing. You never had a ticket. I'm going to let you go with a warning this time, but you know what you did. You blew the light. Don't do it again, all right? I said, okay, fair enough, officer.
I love it. It wasn't his fault. He blew the light, dude.
Of course, then, when I finally found out where the hell my friend had gone, I gave him shit for it. I was like, what are you, a fucking asshole? I almost got, a giant ticket because you're a dickhead. But I don't remember, that's it. It's nothing very complex or interesting, okay? Okay. Continuing on. The next question is...
This is before he needed glasses to drive, I'm sure.
2K50. Pretty long question, so prepare yourselves, guys. All right? All right.
Prepare yourselves for him to read.
Goes as follows. He says, first of all, I really feel like I have lost my love for gaming. Uh-oh. I've been what many people class as a gamer since 2007. I was only 6 years old at the time. However, I feel that over the last year or two, I've slowly become disinterested in what modern gaming has to offer. I've switched consoles multiple times during the current generation, and I feel as though
Get on my level, noob.
told
Atari.
everything that we want to hear, but the promises never materialized. I mean, my Xbox One is essentially a YouTube and a TV hub at this point, and I have a range of games in my backlog that I hardly play anymore. I let my sister play Fortnite a lot of the time because I don't care. I read and I watch some videos on how this isn't down to game devs anymore. It's the publishers that are forcing the devs to add micro DLCs to make them extra money. For example, take a look
You mean
at,
microtransactions, not
Shadow of
DLCs?
War, Anthem, or Destiny. Bungie were popping the champagne when they parted ways with Activision. My rambling aside, what do you think about the current state of gaming? Do you think there's even a point in making next-gen...
You're asking someone who hates video games what he thinks about video games.
Be half-baked at best, and we'll have microtransactions as a requirement to even save our progress. Oh wait, Konami actually already did that with Metal Gear Survive. All right.
God damn, that
There's
sucks.
a lot to digest there. Essentially, what the Warlord is saying is, as a young gamer, because he's saying, he's probably 18 years old, 19 years old. Even he's become disillusioned with gaming. Because a lot of people say this is me. Oh, it's Phil is just, he's an old fart. And that's why he criticizes these practices in gaming, and he's disillusioned with gaming. He's an old fart. Young people still like gaming. This guy is 18, 19 years old. And he's basically saying, even I'm disillusioned with gaming. You know what I mean?
Nope.
I hear you. A lot of things that he's mentioning here are definitely resounding with some of the problems we've had with major releases in the last year. I mean, in the last year, we've had these ginormous AAA great releases. Oh, Fallout 76, Anthem, they're going to be so good. And they come out and they're like lackluster, unfinished, glitchy.
Honestly, I would just Google like, all right, well, what do I like? What I used to like.
And
Google what is the closest
sad
thing to it
because
nowadays
you
and
hear
play
story
it.
after story. Oh, it wasn't us. You know, we actually wanted to make a great game, but the fucking publisher kept telling us to do this and do this and do this. And we, you know, the story of Anthem, if you read it, is like a tragedy. Here's a game studio, BioWare, who's known for making robust single-player experiences, and we're literally told by their publisher, make a multiplayer experience that's co-op. And they're like, but we have all these great ideas for a narrative experience that's going to be just as good as Mass Effect or other games we made before. No, just make a co-op shooter. And then they would even say to them, but that's kind of like Destiny. We don't want to do. You're not making Destiny. Don't ever say Destiny. Anthem is not Destiny. You're making something different. Don't bring that up. Make something that's good and not Destiny.
Rocks out with his cock out. Oh, he has done that on stream before.
Destiny. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, I hear you. How could you have a studio like BioWare that we know is so capable of making amazing games put out with a fucking piece of shit like Anthem? It's just sad. The state of gaming is sad.
Did he even play Anthem? I don't think he
really
did.
feel this last console generation, the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, kind of era, has been incredibly underwhelming. Every year, maybe 5 outstanding games, and everything
Smell
else
that
is
bacon.
like shovelware, just made to make a buck. Sure, if you play it with a friend and you do a co-op experience, it's passable, but these are not must-play gameplay experiences that are going to resonate with you for a long time. What happened to the BioShocks? What happened to the Uncharteds? What happened to the big epic fucking RPGs? And you know what I mean? We're not getting those anymore. We're getting these lackluster titles that are utterly forgettable and made primarily just to make $1 rather than to make an artistic experience.
All games are made to make $1. It's called business.
For decades to come, and you're going to always harken back to.
Which is why it sucks when one of your favorite games doesn't do well with the general public.
Amazing console experiences last console
like Kingdoms of Amulet.
And I could barely name any this console gen.
And I think he got the Lost Stories or whatever it was with the
just
two female
and I'm
characters.
serious about this now, and I would like some stream chat interaction here. In the last year, can you name what great games there have been? I would argue God of War, okay.
Spider-Man.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Probably the Resident Evil 2
Spider-Man.
remake. I would say Metro Exodus probably was quite good. Dragon Quest 11. Some people would probably argue Monster Hunter World. All right. But you see what I mean? Like, now I'm starting to struggle.
Spider-Man.
Okay, so, all right, Spider-Man.
There you go.
I agree with that one. Spider-Man was quite a good one. Devil May Cry,
Sekiro.
It was just okay. I don't think it was great. A lot of people are saying Crash Team Racing. I mean, not my cup of tea, but okay, if you guys think Crash Team Racing was amazing, fair enough.
Sekiro.
See, Days Gone, the Boss King. That is not something that people have a consensus on. A lot of people liked the story and hated the gameplay.
Sekiro,
and then with Kappa face after Sekiro. See what I mean? Like, see how hard this is? What is going on with modern gaming? And the thing is,
what was DBZ Fighters last year?
This is because there's not enough games. No, there's a ridiculous amount of games that have come out.
Hey, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Good. You see, this is like such a different dichotomy. Back in the day, it used to be all the games were good, but there weren't that many. Now it's like there's just too many fucking games, and none of them are good. So I could totally go
in your opinion, maybe,
that gaming in the modern era is very disappointing. In addition to that, he's right. Certain practices like season passes, DLCs, and microtransactions are ruining games that otherwise
microtransactions I can understand.
Shadow of War was a really good
but
game
DLC,
that most people
when it's done right,
because they heard the game had microtransactions that ruined the end, and you know what? It kind of did. You know, once you got to that final segment of the game that was completely superfluous and didn't even need to be in the fucking game, it should have just ended. You then had to either grind like crazy for 30 hours or pay money to buy troops to beat the end of the game. It was so stupid. And it's just becoming more and more and
Diablo.
more games as a service.
Diablo 2,
Selling
Diablo 2
games
expansion
as a
pack,
robust experience.
DLC,
Thank God
Diablo 3
we do have
expansion
some of
pack,
those,
DLC,
such as
amazing.
Santa Monica, Sony Santa
Horizon
Monica,
Zero
and
Dawn,
God
Horizon Zero
of War,
Dawn
which
into the
are
Frozen
making
Wilds,
games as a service.
amazing
We're not doing
DLC.
DLCs. We're making
Fallout 4 had a lot of
games to
DLC.
make tons of money.
Fallout 3 had a lot of DLC that were great.
We're abiding by that
The
triangle
DLC for
formula.
Last of Us was
Really, it's a
great.
contract between the gamer. You pay us, we give you that robust experience in full, fully functioning on day one. Not that you're a beta tester, even though you paid $60. You see, there's so much going on in modern gaming that's just bad.
And there's so many of these games, though, it's like, alright. Skyrim. It's like, alright, well, if we waited for this other stuff to be done, we never would have came out with the game because we didn't know if this was going to work or not. This comes out in Skyrim. Huh, this works, that doesn't, that works, this doesn't, that works, this doesn't. So we come out with expansion that builds on the stuff that works. Oh, no, they should have just came out with the game fully without all this DLC. But they couldn't come out with the DLC until they came out with the main game to see what worked, what didn't.
We don't even care if the game we make is good or anyone cares about it, but we need to make money. So let's follow a formula. Let's play it safe and do what everyone else has done. Make money.
Or you can do it like a lot of games have been doing of
doesn't
microtransactions are there,
when
but it's like, you know, $1.99 for this skin, 99 cents for that. It's not stuff that affects the game. It's not $20. All right, here's your experience boost, plus the best weapon in the game, plus the best armor in the game. You win.
Just trying to do something to make a quick buck. The other thing is, this always seems to happen in an industry that becomes just out of its infancy and now is becoming more mature. This happened with movies, this happened with music, this happened with television. Any entertainment medium, once it evolves from that infancy, which is now happening with games, and gets to the level where now it could be big business and now it's taken seriously, all of a sudden you get this stagnation period, okay?
He has no idea what he's talking about.
Honest, you know, with all of you guys.
Mind you, this is one of the questions he got ahead of time, so he could have researched it ahead of time.
These last few years
Nah.
have not been, oh
Research
my
is
God,
too hard,
outstanding
dude.
games. I mean, if there were, just think about it this way. If it were outstanding years for overall releases of games, I wouldn't even need chill streams. I would have so many great AAA releases to play at all times.
That you'd rush through just to beat him so you move on to the next one? Oh, it's not like you haven't done that before.
Great high-profile releases, we wouldn't have time for that shit. But it's the opposite now.
Oh, did you say your
People
chill
love
games are
high-profile
shit?
games 'cause they're all shitty. So it's very different from how it used to be just 5-6 years ago when I was a full-time YouTuber. How things have changed, right? So that being said,
Take a sip.
I would say, you know, is this the, do we really need to be completely and utterly cynical? Do we really need to become such
Why is he
turned off to games that now
God, it's so annoying.
industry that it doesn't matter anymore? No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
Plenty.
I think it's easy to become,
Especially if anything came out on
Especially,
PC or on Switch,
especially
he
when you
skipped
got a lot
it.
of people out there who are constantly making negative stories about this kind of shit to get attention for themselves. Oh, how do I get an attention grab today on YouTube? I'll make a video about how modern gaming is terrible and everything's bad, and ignoring all the good things about modern
Like
gaming.
you're doing
It's
right
fucked
now.
up too. It's just equally fucked up just to get attention for yourself. But I would say, yeah, in general, I agree with you, and we as gamers, all right, need to step up
Trash,
and realize that if we
trash,
support these
trash,
terrible practices,
trash.
if we support games that have these crazy nickel and diming practices,
You should wait for him to buy the game, watch him play it,
all right,
then decide for
we're
yourself.
gonna have more of them.
Either
And
throwing
that's
in
the
money.
problem is when you support Destiny, when you buy Destiny 1, you see what it is, then you buy all the DLCs, then you buy Destiny 2, then you buy all the Destiny 2 DLCs. You will
And he
continue
dropped
to
it after
have
3. He
that
played it, what, 3
fucking
streams before he
model
quit
going
it?
forward. You
3
can't
streams.
support
Gone.
Those games if that's something you don't like. But people
$60.
buy into the hype and get
Gone.
mindlessly blinded.
Had how much
I need to
emotes
market
made
this
for
new
it.
next
Gone.
shooter, this next fad. I need to keep doing it. And you're just going to be part of the problem, you know?
You're part of the
I
problem,
get
guys.
it.
Just sending all your money to him. You send him all your money, then you don't have any money to spend on video games. Then we'll be able to make any more video
If I
games.
see a game that I think is not valid and not worth anyone's time, I will skip it. Even if it's a big, high-profile AAA release and I get shit for skipping it, I don't care. I'm not going to waste my time and money on it. I'm not going to support those kind of practices.
Yes, you are, as
I
people
just
give you money for it.
refuse, you know? So,
Ah, excuse me.
there you go. Okay? All right, let's continue on. Actually, let's see here. Nightwing Cheery says, to be fair, though, good graphics must really drain the resources. I do not know, though. I'm kind of retarded. Probably not nice to say that about yourself. Philly Buckeye Charity said Bioshock Infinite was a great game that was one of the top 2-3 games of the year when it came out, and it was the most commercially successful game of the series in sales. The studio was shut down because it didn't make enough money. That's why we don't get those games anymore. Even 5 years back, a AAA selling 6 million copies can come up short in sales like Tomb Raider. Publisher greed and bloated budgets are why we don't get Bioshock tier games anymore. Terrible. Also, shout out to Zevgor, who has subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue on.
Chat holding his hand through his own Ask the King, dude.
Next question is from We Stream No Games. Okay, he says the following. I think he had two completely different questions. All right, first one is, if you had the choice of switching from being a gamer, YouTuber, streamer to a completely different genre of YouTuber, streamer, what would you be if you were making the same amount of money? I don't know. That's a tough question. Because, you know, gaming has been a part of my life.
If I never did anything gaming related, maybe travel vlogs.
Arguably the only other
Although I don't make any money. I make some money, but not enough to quit my job or anything like that.
Comic book collection and that kind of stuff. And yeah, I watch movies and TV, but it's more of a casualized thing. I guess you could also argue pro wrestling is something that's been a part of my life.
Oh, yeah, well, movie, obviously, but... Ooh, food.
As
I do love my food.
Content creator, I don't think wrestling would be enough. Like, I could literally do a commentary show on every wrestling show a week. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, NXT UK,
AEW,
the pay-per-views, Impact Wrestling / whatever they're called these days, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling,
ROH.
Even doing a show on all of those, I don't think that's enough.
He could go to his local shows like I've done before.
To support a business. You know what I mean?
But the question said you'd be making the exact same amount of money.
I don't think that doing you know what I mean? Like what else would I do?
You would be making the exact same amount of money.
I honestly don't
What
know.
would you do?
I tell you this, it wouldn't.
That was like the question you get asked in high school. All right, if money was no issue, what would you do? Nothing.
Interesting takes on stuff. I wouldn't want to do it. Like politics, I could stomach it for about 10 minutes a day. And that's about it. Like, I lose.
Terrible.
I can't do it anymore. Like, I see the gross shit that people do out there with politics, attacking each other, just being fucking ridiculous.
Attacking people like you attack people?
Like to me,
from an opinion you don't like?
Drama. You know what I mean? Like, on YouTube, there's kitty drama. Oh, this YouTuber said this about this YouTuber. Did you hear what that guy said about that guy? This guy did this behind the scenes, that guy, and blah, blah, blah. Adult politics. Oh, did you hear what this senator said about this guy and that guy? It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, I can't deal with
piece
this.
of shit.
I can't. I'm not. It's grown up kitty shit is what it is a lot of the time.
Politics that affect my business and my livelihood are grown up kitty shit.
It's about it. You know,
wow.
It's too polarizing. People can't deal with another opinion that's not the same as theirs. They get so fucking uppity and pissed at each other. You know. So all that being said, I don't even.
So he has no idea
question
about politics.
No games. I don't even think there would be anything viable that would be like
but the question straight up said
something that I could do.
You would have the exact same amount of money.
Streamer per se, that wouldn't be gaming. People like to hear me talk, but not constantly. Like you want something to you want gaming as that glue that brings everything together for me. You see what I mean? I don't know what else it would be. So all right, your second question from We Stream No Games. He says, you used to make a lot of lewd jokes when you played video games, but now you seem to have swayed away from that kind of stuff.
He's done that a few times quiet. He challenged people to fight and then runs away.
Well,
No joke, he literally hid in a bathroom once and cried.
Factors involved here.
Hid in a bathroom and cried.
I started on YouTube. It was the wild west of content creation back then. The rules were so open and lax. I mean, yeah, they basically didn't want you doing insanely graphic content. But as long as there was no, like, blatant sexual nudity and stuff, you could say and do whatever the hell you wanted back then. There was no one who was going to complain and get you in trouble for insulting someone else or whatever. Like, that was unheard of, okay? You're absolutely right. In particular, back
Bet you're an
then,
idiot.
on YouTube, I was a very lewd guy. Any chance that I had to reference a girl's
Please let it be
boobs,
glue. Please let it be glue.
sex, or a guy
Made out of the
dick,
horse.
or raging hormones, or anything that was very immature or whatever, I would take that opportunity, take the low-hanging fruit, because I knew that a lot of my audience at that time were younger, impressionable adults, and that's the kind of stuff they were.
So you meant your
How did I know
audience
that?
was children.
Because
You
I
are a
was
children's
an
entertainer.
angry video game nerd. And every other word out of his face is ass, balls, tits, and dicks. You know what I mean? Like, everything he said was just incredibly over-the-top, crazy debauchery. I still remember one of the best quotes he ever did. He's reviewing Dragon's Lair on the NES, and he was like, what if you were in a river of piss, right? And above you there was a bridge where everyone was taking a shit. He says, what do? Do you hold your nose and jump in and just go wholeheartedly under the piss, or do you put your head above the air and take on the shit? And I was like, oh my God, like, I laughed my ass off, don't get me wrong. I just remember the Bugs Bunny's birthday blowout episode where he takes a shit on Bugs Bunny. Liquid shit squirts all over Bugs Bunny on camera.
Amazing how much he loves all his shit stuff, doesn't he?
Funny as fuck, but it was so, like, over-the-top, lewd, crazy humor. And that's kind of the thing that was big back then. So when I started on YouTube, that was me. That was the guy who...
That was me. Me.
Say anything, do anything, whether it was sexual, whether it was racial, whether... Well, you know what I mean?
Racial? You mean your top 10 most racist moments that you did every year? Or the thing that got you kicked off of Blip TV?
That's what made me a household name at the time for video game videos on YouTube. That's the guy who just does that hilarious commentary over any game. He's a guy who feels like when you're playing, you're sitting next to him on the couch, and he's just a hilarious fucking guy, right?
But not surprise me, quiet and oath.
Things changed. For example, I started doing it not as a hobby anymore, but as for a professional thing. This is my job now.
It's my job now, guys.
Sure that what I'm doing
so I got to keep copying Howard Stern
or whatever. I can't just have my channel shut down, and now I can't make a living anymore, right? At the same time, people get tired of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, people get tired of the same...
You get worried about Twitch banning you for saying that stuff, you mean?
Much like how over the years, I was a huge fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd, and then I started getting tired of his stuff, because it's the same thing, right? Same thing with me. You have to innovate. You have to change. You have to evolve. You have to do things differently for changing over time.
And yet you've done none of that.
For a different audience. And for me, like, I realized, I'd say probably around the years of, say, 2013, 2014... things that I needed to change, because now I'd done this style of commentary for many, many, many years, and people were tired of it. They were calling me the dinosaur of YouTube, the guy who refuses to change.
You are the dinosaur.
And innovate.
Oh, that's kind of insulting to dinosaurs.
And it took me a long time to admit that I had to change for the better, all right? Now, at the same time, all right, at the very same time...
Oh, wait, there's another bodily noise.
...of content creation. I was becoming a direct capture and live streaming. I started streaming on Twitch, and even back then, Twitch was much more lenient. I don't think I ever got into trouble with Twitch ever for anything I said.
Except you've been suspended twice.
But essentially,
you've been suspended twice.
I'd say probably it was around 2017 that a lot of things were changing for me. My personal life changed in a very big way, as many of you know.
You lost Leanna because you were cheating on her with Kat.
Looking at everything that I was doing and saying, you know, what
you
kind of
cheated on her with Kat.
Forward, did I want to change? Did I want to be the same person? You know, what was I going to do?
Damn it.
Work-wise, things had to change, because work-wise, I wasn't able to do YouTube full-time for a living anymore, because the whole ad revenue bottom fell out from the site, and I now had to adapt full-time streaming. And I knew that
I can't.
If I was going to make a living on Twitch, things were going
keep
to
up
be
with it.
different. I was going to have to adjust to their new terms of service changes and the things that they wanted to say.
Dude, either take a sip or blow your nose. Shout out Sunspot Gallery.
You know, I'll be very honest with all of you as well. All right, the last 2 years of my life being amazing with Kat, my now wife, but you know, who I was dating for a while, and it was my fiance for a while. It changed things too.
You mean like how Leanna was your fiance for a while?
Part of your life, you're like, man, I now am 37 years old. I have a beautiful wife who I have a great life.
No, you don't.
Behind the scenes here, outside of what I do on stream, and you know, yeah, 10 years ago when I was a single guy,
you have nothing outside of stream.
Stupid over the top shit.
You don't leave the house.
Constant sexual references, playing games where you're simulating girlfriends and stupid shit like that. At one point in my
now you can't
life,
do any of that, dude, because he's married.
And it was definitely the kind of content that I created. I'll openly admit it. Okay. In addition, there's an audience for that shit. Younger guys, younger kids I'll be very honest. If you ever notice, whenever I play a very Japanese-centric game, even today I'm playing Judgment, right?
It would be hilarious
Oh, you
if
could
she
have a
did that.
simulated girlfriend in the game. You could
Although,
go to the club and do that. They
divorce
still
law
do
in
that
the state of
shit in their
Ohio,
games.
not
There's actually
Ohio,
a wide audience of consumers in Japan
Michigan.
who like that shit.
I mean, she's from Michigan, not Ohio.
I'm not one of them
But
anymore.
State law in Washington for divorce.
So for me,
anything
I don't
from
need
before to
to-
divorce,
that's
I think
like
he gets
the
to keep.
last thing I care about when I'm playing Judgment. There's so
He
much
definitely needs
other cool
glasses.
shit to do in Judgment.
What I think she's
right?
from Ohio, she's
Outside
definitely
that
from
stupid stuff.
Michigan.
But people still, Phil, are you gonna go get the simulated girlfriend? Are you gonna go to the hostess club? No. If I want that kind of stuff, I go do it in real life with my wife. I'm not gonna have.
But you don't have the money for it.
Waifu in a game.
You don't have the money
I
for it. You
don't
don't have the money for it. You don't have the
fucking
money
need
for it. You
that.
don't have the
I
money
have a
for it. You don't have the money
real
for
wife,
it.
real life. I don't have a fucking
Remember that?
waifu. I don't need to have fantasy shit on the side. In fact, I hate to say it, if you have fantasy shit constantly on the side, and you're married or you have a significant other, it probably means your relationship ain't so great, and you're seeking out those kind of relationships.
Or you're
elsewhere.
playing a
If
video
you have a really
game.
robust, loving relationship, you don't need to seek that shit out in video games and fucking porn and all that other shit. It doesn't matter anymore.
You're gonna tell us you don't watch
Once
porn
you're
anymore, Phil?
out and you've
Really?
learned, you know what I mean?
Really?
And so for me, I've definitely matured.
Really?
I've become a much different person than I used to be. All right, and I just don't care about that shit.
Nope,
anymore.
nope, nope,
I'm not
nope,
gonna
nope,
make that
nope,
easy, lowbrow,
nope.
low-hanging fruit sexual comment to
No.
get a rise out of my audience. I'm not gonna do.
He's definitely
that
watching
stuff
porn every
commentary,
night.
because that's not
Cat
who
wants
I am
something to do with
anymore.
him.
I've definitely matured and changed over the years for the better. And am I PC? Fuck no. I swear. I'll still be honest. I rage at things. But at the very same time, you're not gonna come here and be so perturbed at sexual content anymore. Admittedly, the years I say 2008 through like maybe 2013, that was a big thing when it came to film.
It's like he's finally gonna come out of his closet, huh?
Like that anymore, and it's very different. I think a lot.
If only he did.
Kind of viewer base now because it's not like that anymore.
I wonder what would happen if he finally came out of the closet.
So there you go.
Like, his marrying cat was the worst thing in my life. I just wanted to be like everyone else. I want people to make fun of me for being gay. Dude, it's 2019. We're not making fun of you for being gay.
Made those jokes, you weren't that young.
We're gonna make fun of you
I'm
for
not
marrying a
saying
woman
it
you
was-
don't
it was,
like in
that
any way,
kind
shape,
of
or
thing.
form, though.
There's a difference between physical maturity and mental maturity. There are people out there that are 50 years old that are immature as fuck.
Like
You
you.
know what I mean? There are. Age
100%
is a
you.
number. It's all about up here. At what point do you have the realization? in
He's
your
talking
life,
about himself so
damn,
much and he doesn't
I don't think
understand,
you know
does he?
it. I don't want things to be that frivolous and meaningless and stupid and just puerile anymore. I want to have something that's more robust, more intelligent, more meaningful, more mature in my life. I don't want my life to constantly be stupid jokes about sex and titties and shit. I want it to be something very important and different than
I want to
that.
be
When
mature,
I'm
dude. I want
sit
my video
down
games
to do a gameplay stream
about
today,
being a
we're gonna
kid
play
running around
games,
doing stuff
we're gonna have fun
to be
conversation, We're
mature.
gonna have a good
No, you
time
don't.
together. That's not based off of stupid, immature shit. You know what I mean?
But you
That's a
are
good
stupid,
thing.
immature
I can say
shit.
that now. I love coming to work today. When I used to play a game, man, I gotta find a way to make this boring ass fucking game entertaining. So I just gotta make.
Yep,
stupid
it's gotta be
sexual
about
comments
balls,
the entire
dicks,
time
and
I play
shit.
the game. It was a
Shitty
chore.
cocks.
Now I actually get to enjoy what I
Shitty
do. It's very
dicks.
different, okay. Ooh, excuse me. So there you go.
Yeah, we'll add another one to
So
that.
I would say it's a bit of a lot of factors. It's me getting
Alright,
older
screw
and
it.
maturing, me finally being in a
We went up to
relationship
25.
where I don't need to
That way I
seek
get
out
all the
these
future
kind of
ones for a
immature,
bit.
silly things in a virtual reality. I have a robust, loving relationship in real life where I don't have to find those things in a virtual world.
When he was losing his fucking mind over Mario Maker
yeah,
2.
Also, the fact that now I'm a full-time Twitch streamer.
I want to do a marathon of all of the CTR and Mario Maker 2 just to see him just lose his fucking mind over it.
If you're constantly making sexual comments about things all the time, chances are you're going to get in trouble for it. So it's like a combination of many factors all together to answer that question. Okay? All right. What's hilarious about all of this is that there's a bunch of people in the stream chat who understand and are like, okay, makes sense. And then there's other things here that people are saying, oh, that's so ridiculous. I don't understand. It's because you're not where I am yet in your life. You're not.
You're not where I am, begging children on the internet for money.
You're feeling like you want to move
By the way,
on
send me
in your
money.
life where
Check out my
things are
books.
mature, where you have something meaningful like I have.
Emphasis
You're
on the
not there
books.
yet. And I get it because I wasn't
Read
there
them.
until
Review
the
them.
last maybe
Love
2 or
them.
3 years of my
Tell me
life
I'm the
where
greatest
I
author you've ever
realized,
read.
oh, shit, this is
Please
not
tell
that
me
bad.
I'm
Stupid.
good. Oh wait, I'm a mature adult.
You'll get there one day. Most people do. Some people never do. Some people never mature.
He wants to
Some
call them
people
trolls, he
mature
wants to call
at
them
that point in their life,
haters.
And they're always this kind of like very ridiculous.
Come on, come
sure,
detractors.
I gotta, that thing flies. It doesn't fly for me anymore. You know what I mean? Okay. Hidden Knife Hands did a 500-bit cheer asking about the console version of RPG Maker. He's how about a collaborative improvised art project? Do you think art is at its best when it's subversive or when it's entertaining? Is it the end result and the most important or the experience? There is no best. You're talking in absolutes. Like there's an absolute answer. There is none. It's subjective. It's all subjective.
It's subjective, dude. Give me money.
Some people will love narrative-based games. Some people won't. They're just looking for gameplay, like gripping or challenging gameplay. It's completely different depending on the person. Everyone will always have a different perspective, and there's no definitive
And give him money.
question at all. For me, there's times when I like one thing. There's times when I like something else, and I like the fact that I'm a diversified enough person to understand that and know that, I can like a narrative-based game.
No, you're
I
not.
also like a game
You're a piece of
like
shit.
Dark Souls or Sekiro that's very gameplay focused, okay? As for RPG Maker, isn't that game ancient? RPG Maker, I swear, was like out 2 console generations ago. No, I'm not planning on making an RPG with my viewers or anything like that. So, if there was a modernized new version of RPG Maker, maybe I would consider it, but I'm not aware that even exists.
Just play the old one then. Make a save the house game, dude.
Homie, and he asked the following. Phil, longtime fan, I got a couple.
Does he
quick
sit
questions
on
for
it?
ya. First off, what's your favorite Resident Evil game?
Yeah, I think he sits on the...
And the second question is,
Why is he sitting on it?
Streams, he's a genuinely good person. I know there's many toxic people on your streams. There's also.
I just never realized that he's sitting on...
First off, the question, favorite Resident
Oh,
Evil
crap, I
game?
don't have...
Resident Evil 1. It's always going to be Resident Evil 1. That's the one that put survival horror on the map.
Great book, check it out. He's literally sitting, like, taking the book, sitting down on it. Like, alright, I gotta read the next question.
Horror games, they were always like niche games you didn't really talk about, and they were brushed under the rug. It was really Resident Evil that made it.
Like, are you
oh my God,
kidding me?
horror can actually
Why
be
is he sitting on it?
Mainstream, and it's taken seriously. So I'm gonna say Resident Evil 1. Okay.
Right into the microphone.
Okay. As for Cat being on the streams, you're asking the wrong person, because in reality, it's ultimately going to be her decision if and when she decides ever to come back on my streams.
Either she has the baby, she can't come out now because she's pregnant.
Holiday special, or she just wants to poke her head in every once in a while and say hello. That's completely and utterly up to her. I don't pressure her whatsoever.
Why is he...
to ever
Damn
do
it,
that,
my
because
mind's
I want
just
it
stuck
to
on the
be her
fact that
own
he's
decision,
sitting on the
and
paper.
I feel that's the only fair way to do it. I wouldn't want to pressure her to do something she feels uncomfortable doing. She has her own life and things completely outside of my work.
Jim.
That's a good thing, that it doesn't cross over to the point where now we're both inundated completely. Our whole lives are just about what I do on stream.
Just about anyone would beat him. Again, this is the guy that hides in the bathroom and cries.
I don't know. And
When he thought someone was going to beat his ass.
So her choice, and
He's got to wear the cowboy hat, dude. Just ask the king.
that's
Pig.
all I have to say about that. There's really nothing else to say. That's all I have to say about that. Okay. Ron Jambo tipped me $1. Said, "When was the last time you cried?" I have no recollection. More than likely, it was probably like watching a movie or something. But
Just a few days ago. Because I've never driven up to where the family has the cottage. I've never driven up there. I've always been a passenger.
excuse me.
So a few days ago was the first time I've driven myself. Got to the bridge like, I'm actually doing this. Like the first time I'm not with my dad. I'm not with my grandma. I'm not with anyone from the family. And like my grandma was at the cottage, but like I'm not here with family. Like I'm not doing this with family. I'm not on a trip with anyone. I'm just alone. But I'm doing this to go see my grandma. I have my cousins up there. They're already up there, but it's like, I'm on vacation. I'm gonna go see family. Get to go to the cottage drive to the cottage for the first time in my life on my own. So I teared up a little bit.
Actually, the truth of the matter here, all right.
She doesn't want to be on stream. She's done with that, dude.
Right now, my streams start around 10 a.m. I used to stream between 12 and 1 p.m. Yeah. I used to stream later. I used to stream till around, I end at 4 now. I used to stream till like 5:30. My late streams used to actually be late streams. Like I used to stream, I believe it was between 9-10 p.m.
That's not that
For
late.
a couple hours. They used to be very different when I first moved here.
Oh, he's gonna have a kid. It's gonna be hilarious.
My schedule was 100% different, and over time,
And then CPS gets involved.
Completely the opposite feedback that I got from you right now. People told me the streams are too late too many people miss out. In fact, it was actually the European audience who were like, Phil, we can never catch your streams. Your streams are super late for us. There's no way that
well
we can
over
catch your streams.
9,000.
It sucks because we're your fans, but when you stream, we can never catch it live. We have to watch it on YouTube instead. So what I ended up doing was I actually scaled back my streams. The other thing was that stream schedule completely screwed up my life.
Because you were too lazy to stream.
There were nights that I was up till 4, 5, 6 in the morning, and I would some days sleep till like 11, 12, you know, and then get up to stream right after that. So because of that, my whole life schedule was weird and skewed. So I would have a day off. Oh my God, now I can't, you know, what do I do? Get up early for my day off? No, so my whole day off, I wouldn't even be like in line with going out one day for when businesses were open and shit. It was very messed up in my opinion. It was about 2 years ago that I said, I need to change my life for the better. And it was last year when I pulled my streams back even further. So now I'm in line with a normal human schedule. You know, I wake up between 8 and 9 a.m. I get ready for stream, have a breakfast, spend time with my wife. I stream for several hours. I take a break for dinner time. I stream again.
And to shower, but he admitted yesterday he didn't take a shower. He was too busy.
With my wife when stuff
the
is
hell?
happening. You know what I mean? Like, if I were to change my streams just for U.S. audience,
It won't be the ex-boyfriend. She's been away from him too long. But it might be Jim's or
That's how I
Tyrone's.
used to be. I used to have those time frames for streaming, and people told me those are bad. You need to change those to be better. So I did. I pulled them back. Okay. So
Can't wait for the CPS to get involved.
that's the truth of the matter. Is, you know, I don't know. If
He'll be streaming, and all of a sudden people barge in. What are you doing? We knocked on the door. We rang the doorbell. Your baby's crying. I can't hear the baby, the doorbell, the knocking. Dude, I got my gaming headphones on.
YouTube. I don't think there's ever going to be a perfect time.
He's an alien.
Even now, today, even with the
How else do you explain the gray
My
skin?
European audience still complains they can almost never catch the late streams.
You mean like I do, Crusader?
So, you know, it is what it is. I don't think there's a perfect time because
There's no way to do it perfectly, dude. There's just no perfect way.
Stream that's gonna catch everybody. You know what I mean? I think.
But he
what I've
needs
done to change the
everybody.
past couple of years actually did benefit me more.
Take a sip.
So, there you go. I mean, I definitely have not heard much at all in the realm of the past couple of years. Oh, Phil, your stream times are off. Change them or anything like that. Okay.
Probably should
All
anyways.
right, Kill Bill has 2 questions. How long are we into this episode? Okay. Kill Bill has 2 questions, everybody. First question from Kill Bill.
Is he already checking the
I'm not sure what your
time?
opinions are about Google Stadia, but I think it's sort of a ripoff. Full price games, plus you have to pay a monthly fee just to play on any device. I originally thought that it was going to be like Netflix, but for gaming, which would have been so much better. What are your thoughts on it? Are you going to sign up? Yeah, apparently from what they're saying, the way this Google Stadia is going to work is you have to pay the monthly fee. So essentially, you're not buying a game console, but you're paying a monthly rental fee. Imagine if you didn't own your PS4 Pro, but instead every month you had to pay $20.
I don't think he'd smoke marijuana. He doesn't like that.
Then you buy the
He hates
games
smoking.
too. So now I'm paying $20 a month, plus I now have to buy the game for $60, right? Now, from what I'm also to understand, there's going to be games that will be included in the subscription model. So there will be some games you will.
You mean like
definitely
PlayStation
play
Plus?
free, but if you want to play the hot new releases, you're gonna have to buy them. At least that's from what I'm to understand.
You're gonna have to buy them? This is what I understand?
So I don't know.
So I don't know?
I don't know 100%. I think what we need is once it's actually out and we.
God, listen to him talk is so annoying.
Actually laid out on paper in front
How
of you.
Tevin and LSB do it so much, I don't understand.
Then we can comment. I think now we're hearing things up front early. These things could change on a whim. We might not even have a full understanding of the system yet. For me, I'm skeptical because I don't even believe it's going to work. I seriously don't even believe the system will work because I don't think we have internet good enough for live streaming of gameplay. You know what I mean? Like, right now, in my home, I have a wireless network set up, okay? And trying to play my PS Vita downstairs, which is basically streaming off my PS4 upstairs, the whole
You mean
thing
go Chris
logs out,
Benoit on her?
lags up, chops up, drops frequently. Can't even do it from upstairs to fucking downstairs, all right? Trying to stream sometimes, you know, games, if you have...
It's not that you pick, it's that they go, hey, the free games next month are these, and then you download the games. As long as you have PlayStation Plus, you can play them.
We're not there yet.
I've got some good... I got Bloodborne for free. Bloodborne's a great game, and I got it for free with PlayStation Plus.
Proprietary streaming technology that's going to make it viable for us to just stream games without pre-downloading and stuff. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I'm very fucking skeptical. You know, I haven't seen Google.
Because you pay over $300 a month for your internet, and it's shit.
Google Glass was
because you went with freaking
Glass now.
business.
Oh my God! Look at all the things Google done. Google had their Google Plus service that was supposed to be like Facebook, and you know all these things Google has done that were utter failures.
Like your life.
I seriously don't feel that the internet is where it's going to be good enough at all to do this. I could be completely.
They're international. You do know Google's an international company. Guess what? All across Europe, Japan, and stuff, they have amazing internet that they don't pay $320 for.
The games buffer. The games look like shit. You know what I mean? This is why am I paying for a service?
He still has 2 internet lines.
And that's what
the business line for his streaming, and then the other one for his laptop.
Essentially, what you're gonna have is people are like, "Well, I could play the game on launch day, no problem, because I have an Xbox, you know, or I have a PlayStation." Or
Dude, it must have been Tevin.
We're like, "Fuck."
I mean, the police said that no one broke in and that the murder weapon has my fingerprints on it. But dude, it was clearly Tevin that broke in.
There's real no way to comment on it until it's out.
That's another thing. I don't get why he
And we actually have the definitive pricing and everything laid out.
worries about buying stuff. He's just gonna write it off as a business expense anyway, so go ahead and buy it.
Kill Bill also asked, I know that you talk about the lack
God,
of...
I got no sleep last night.
...of gambling back in the day. Did you ever visit Atlantic City when you were on the East Coast? What's your game of
And I'm not having any caffeine.
Never went to
Quitting
Atlantic
caffeine
City.
again.
I actually was going to do it. There was a...
Every time I start back up, I was like, I'm only gonna have one a day. Only one a day. When I wake up, I'm gonna have one.
Actually, for like the first time in years, celebrate my birthday.
And then one becomes
I
2.
never celebrate my birthday.
Well, I'll just go with the big one. I'll go with the big one.
Busy or something. So there was 1 year.
No, I get the big one. That'll be 1.
When I was going to take my
I'll get the big one and then the smaller one. Then I get 2 big ones, and then it's like, all right, I need to quit again. Vacation time.
And we were going to gamble and have fun and drink and do this fun stuff. And the week before it happened, 3 of my friends canceled. I was like, well, I guess we're not going. Okay.
You don't have any friends.
So, no, I've never been to Atlantic City. I've been to 2 different casinos, Foxwoods and Mohegan Sun, both of which are in Connecticut. They're both casinos owned by Native Americans, you know, on like a Native American reservation or whatever. And at a casino, I've done a few things. The first thing that I did... Oh, also I've been to Vegas, obviously. I went to Vegas many times for EVO, and I did some gambling there, okay?
Mister, I have no money.
Gambling was... slots is huge. Everyone does slots. You know, easy to do.
I love sleuts.
Not complicated. Also,
Oh, he said slots, not sluts.
I play blackjack, and blackjack's very fun. But when you're playing with real money, you got to be careful.
Wow, when you play with real money, you got to be careful when you
That's it.
gamble,
I've only done
dude.
Blackjack and slots. That's the only 2 things I've ever done at a casino. So casinos I went
I used to
had a
play
lot.
poker every Sunday at a bar, and they kicked me out because I kept winning. They thought I was cheating. It's like, no, I'm not cheating. I'm just not drunk at noon.
Various different things, but I focus primarily just on blackjack and slots. What's the highest amount I ever lost on blackjack? Probably a few $100s. You know, nothing major.
Nothing. A few $100s isn't nothing. Is nothing major.
Casino. I never really had a ton of money to blow, quite frankly.
Didn't have a lot of money to blow, but I lost a few $100s. It was no big deal.
Okay.
What?
How are we doing? Okay, we're 45 minutes in. You know what? I think this is a good opportunity. Let's take our second break. Let's take about a 10-15.
You just said it was 45 minutes. You're taking another break.
Final questions. These will be Twitter questions, and I'll be fielding questions from the stream chat. Okay? So thank you everyone so far. Great stream. Let's take our break of the stream, and then I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes on stream with the third and final part of Ask the King. If you're watching on YouTube,
You just did this for 45 minutes. Now you're going on another break. What the fuck?
Hey guys, thank you so much. I'll be back in a few minutes with more. All right, guys. See you in a bit.
Start. He just admitted that it's been 45 minutes. He's got to go on another 10 or 15 minute break. From what? Oh, nope. Mute. There's 1 ad. There's 2 ads. That's a good movie, though. Don't think I'd buy it, though. I mean, it was good to watch once, but that's about it. Ad number 3. Ad number 4. He's taking a break from nothing. But, yeah, I mean, I don't have to get ready for it right now. Ad number 5. But I don't want to be in the middle of his Ask the King and be like, alright guys, I gotta stop because I gotta get ready to go to see the movie and all that. So this might actually be a good time for me to take a break and or just stop the stream anyways. Ad number 6. Let's see, is anyone getting banned in chat right now? Got him in that god-awful music. So let's see, he probably ended the music around 3:30 my time. 4:30 my time. So we've been doing this for 2.5 hours and he's already taken 2 breaks. What job do you work for 2.5 hours and you get 2 15-minute breaks? What? 2 15-minute breaks because he's worked 2.5 hours. Phew. Blows my mind. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night so I can get ready for the movie and all that. Can't wait. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Check out the review. It'll be tonight when I get home. Well, thank you guys. As always, thank you for watching me, hanging out with me. I know I didn't ban anyone today. I'm sorry. I'll try to do better in the future and ban everyone like he does. But thank you, Avast, for the $2. Thank you, Cade Washington, for the $2. Thank you, Karma Kid, for the $2. Thank you, everyone who watches. Thank you for everyone who hits the like button, who shares, who subscribes. Thank you. And also, check out my books. Shill. Check out my books. No banning here. Have I actually banned anyone? I don't think I've actually banned anyone. I've been doing this for over 2 years and I've never actually had to ban anyone. Huh. Must be doing something wrong. Anyway, so yeah, guys, with that, let's take one quick look at his viewer count. He's down to 375. And he started off at 505. So yeah, guys, can't believe him. I mean, what an idiot. Going on a break after 45 minutes. 45 minutes and he goes on another break. He'll been on break for half an hour out of the 2.5 hours that he's been live streaming, not counting the music. Wouldn't we all love that be that easy, right? So, as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.